Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
Here we go.
All systems go.
This is the true story about Mackin. Check it.
Times are changing, more so each year. But the early morning storm pimp is here.
3, 2, 1.
People are expecting quite a bit.
Gotta figure out how to make money on this. I really want to.
I can feel it down in my plums. You're getting a nice bluish hue. Getting ready to take them to the farmer's market.
Okay, baby, but don't hurt yourself with that big juicy hog of yours.
In hard times, or when a man has worked at a job 30 years, they give him a watch, kick him in the butt, and say, hey, a computer took your place, daddy. That's hard time.
And those cars are going real fast and real laugh, son.
But he's gay. He's blind.
You ready?
Oh, wait. So we're just going to wing it? There's a big difference between winging it and seeing what happens. Now let's see what happens.
Now,
Right now.
it's Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
And I be catching them northern pike like on the 10-pound test. Smoke cess, never fast, take a guess. I be the early morning stone pimp. Straight limping, roots from drinking. At the party, big booty pinching. Chilling like a villain. Balloon feeling.
We're fired. Welcome to Senning Show. Good thing we have legal representation, I'll tell you that much, because we might need it. Welcome. This is Senning Show. My name is John Senning. I forgot the guy's name, but shout out to the nice gentleman I met at the parking lot before the program. He is part of, all I remembered was that he's part of the Guerrilla Radio Network, and he was a very big fan. And he, I think he might have been trying to get a job here, but he was very sweet and had kind things to say. So shout out to you, sir. I thought he was actually, legitimately, I thought I was going to die. I saw my whole life flash before my eyes. Because, I mean, it is very crazy that we do such a public job and you could just look up the address to where we work. So I'm walking up the sidewalk and I kind of look in this dude's car and I see him. I'm like, okay, he looks nice enough. And then he just urgently pops out of the car. I'm like, uh-oh, take me home, Jesus. This is it. This is my moment. But luckily it was not. You want to participate with the program today? Come aboard. 800-771-1025. Hit us up on social media at The John Senning, at Dizzy for Mayor. We are in full-blown spooky Halloween effect around here. Every road leads to the downtown St. Pete takeover by the Bone, all brought to you by Elysian Space Dust IPA. Friday night, all of the shows will be out at different bars around downtown St. Pete. Diz and I are going to be posted up at the galley from 7 to 9. Please make your plans. I'm hoping to pack this place out. I want the whole night to be packed, but specifically from 7 to 9. Pack the place out, and we're going to do some Rumpelman shots. We're going to take over the touch tunes. We're going to dance our sweet little asses off. Yeah. Diz is going to get up on the chairs and the tables, and it's going to be a hell of a time. Drew and Mo are going to be at the Emerald from 8 to 10. JP and his crew, including Monica and the rest of the crew, is going to be at Where's Jubes from 8 to 10 as well, and you'll be able to catch members of the Mike Calta Show down at Locals from 7 to 9 as well. So if they're not calling it a crawl, but if you really wanted to crawl, you could crawl. And $500 costume contest at every location. I will say I had a brief interaction with Mike Olivero before the show. So I don't think you were in the meeting yet, but we were talking about it and talking about the costume contest. And it's going to be done, the final selection will be done by crowd noise.
Oh.
And to me, that is always gets a little tricky.
Yeah.
Because it's always like, well, was it? Well, who was it? So I said, we need to get decibel meter readers.
Okay.
Mike didn't like that idea.
Why?
I don't know. But either way, we got some decibel meter readers, and it's gonna be legit. So come dressed to impress. You could possibly win $500. It's gonna be a great time. We got lots to get to today. In the next segment, I haven't decided how we're going to tackle it, but we will talk about how myself and Diz got in some pretty decently big trouble yesterday. If you were listening to the program and a certain commercial caught your ear, just know that was the first and last time you ever were going to hear it. So
You're welcome.
We'll touch on that. But right now, I believe when I hit this button, it's always a joy. I love when I can wrap my arms around his warm body, but just hearing his warm voice is enough. If everything's going okay over there. I don't know if he's being attacked in his office, but ladies and gentlemen, you know him, you love him. It's just call MOE.com. He is Mo DeWitt.
Such a sensual introduction.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I thought for sure you weren't going to be listening. I thought you were going to be doing whatever you were doing, and I thought you weren't going to hear that whole setup. How you doing, buddy?
Doing well. How are you guys doing?
We're doing good. We're doing really good. It's a little bit of a lighter week this week as we head to a big event on Friday, so vibes are high. Everybody's doing good. I probably asked you this. Last time you were in. You trick-or-treating events, I would imagine, with the family. You guys go out to you have like a certain neighborhood, or is your neighborhood like the place to trick-or-treat?
I mean, I just go trick-or-treating by myself.
Oh, you do? You leave the kids behind, and you're like,
yeah, they stay at home and hand out candy.
I like that. And then a kid. Well, I guess kids like going trick-or-treating. If I was a kid, I'm trying to think. Like if my dad said to me, hey, I want you guys to stay here and hand out candy. I'm going to go get the candy, and then I'll bring it back to you. I don't know if I would have liked that. I might have.
Yeah, it sounds good on paper, but part of the thing is just going to the doors and people seeing your costume and be like, yeah, nailed it.
Yeah, there is. I will tell you, as I've gotten older, and that is one of the many reasons I love the neighborhood that we live in, dude, Halloween pops off.
Yes.
Like this is the first place we've lived since we've lived, alone as a couple or as an adult, where we get tons of trick-or-treaters. So I love sitting back and handing out candy. Is your neighborhood very active in the Halloween community, Mo?
So my old neighborhood which we moved one neighborhood over, so we can just walk to that neighborhood.
Oh, there you go.
The old one was like, you couldn't park in there on Halloween. It was just packed. They got, cotton candy they're giving out, all sorts of stuff. So it's a fun time over there.
Oh, cotton candy. That's this year. Cool. And I will say, as excited as I am for the event, before we knew this was happening, we were really going to ramp up our Halloween, presentation this year, because in the past couple years we did shots. We had little airplane bottles, and we had cases of beer for the adults,
nice.
like when they had coolers of beer. And this year I was going to fire up the grill and do hot dogs, which obviously is not going to be happening. But my parents will hold it down and at least give out a little bit of candy. My mom said, I'm not messing with beer. She's like, I'm gonna give. As a lawyer, you could probably appreciate, not wanting to ID people or have to dabble in alcohol sales at the.
You probably don't want to have to get into your Dram Shop Act laws, but it sounds like a fun time.
Yeah, I do have to ask, Diz. Let's poll the room. Just call Mo DeWitt. Full-size candy bars that he's giving away on Halloween, or do you think it's more of a traditional selection?
No, I think it's not full size, but it's a lot. I think you're getting a handful of candy when it's not just like one or two.
Yeah, I am going to go out on a limb and say Just Call Mo is a full-size candy bar home. Mo DeWitt, what do you say?
So I will say I've done the full size before, and I think that was the first time in my life I felt like a successful adult. I felt like a badass just handing out full-size candy bars. But the neighborhood we're in, we don't get that many trick-or-treaters anymore, so I just buy like one bag of Halloween
one
candy.
bag, yeah. And then
I usually just put it at the front door, and I know one kid's probably just going to
I guess if it's not that much, yeah, because the standard leave it at the door thing, that is, you're asking for trouble. Like that, all that candy is going to one kid. We do have a story later on in the show about how damn expensive it is to get Halloween candy, and it's no joke. It's no joke out there these days. If you are in need of legal representation, if you find yourself hurt or in trouble, there's only one call to make. It's 866 call MOE. We know them, we love them. Just call mo.com. I do believe, just as a friendly reminder, there are just a handful of Senning Show magnets still left. So if you want to scoop up the last couple, shop.justcallmoe.com. There's no funny business. There's no exchanging of money or credit card information. You put in your address, and Mo and John and his crew, they handle the rest, and we'll ship it right to your home for completely zero charge. So there's still a few left. Shop.justcallmo.com. Mo, I've got many things that I want to throw at you today. When we have Mo on, we like to call it his legal briefs. We throw different scenarios from our lives, from the headlines at Mo to get a true professional's opinion on it. And
why not my legal boxers?
Yeah, your legal boxers. All right, that's a good question. You a boxer or a brief guy? You got to be a boxer guy.
We're getting a little personal now.
Yeah, you got to be.
Sexual introduction.
You got to be. You got to be a boxer guy. You got to be.
Yeah.
I can't do that. I can't do the boxers anymore.
I'm a boxer brief guy.
No.
Yeah, me too. Boxer brief. Something about boxers, they're just so cumbersome. Like they're like flapping around down there. It's like you might as well just be wearing 2 pairs of shorts at that point, Mo.
I mean, you basically are.
You're
not wrong.
You really, truly are. So there was something that is unfolded on the morning show here that I couldn't help but wonder if there could be a legal ramification. Now, I don't see Mike Calta going through with legal charges on his best friend. But let me set up a scenario, and then you tell me if I wanted to press charges, or not even press charges. I think it would be going after somebody civilly. Civilly in the court of law. So he had a friend at his house who happens to be famous comedian Robert Kelly, stayed with him for a couple days. And while he was there, he likes to smoke cigars. And he left a cigar or some cigars outside on the patio, like in a little cup ashtray situation. And Mike Calta's dog ate them and has been very, very ill and has been at the vet's office for about 24 plus hours, I think, at this point. And I didn't hear everything, but pancreatitis, had to have fluids. I don't even know all of the things. If something like that happened and you felt like your friend or your house guest was egregious in their behavior, could you then go after them civilly for the money that it's going to cost you to get your dog well?
I mean, potentially. So if what they did, amounts to negligence, which basically, is there an argument that leaving the cigar butts or cigars there is negligent, knowing that there's a dog in the home? Is it foreseeable that the dog could eat those? Potentially, you could have a negligence action against that individual. Now, I did see that Calta posted on his Facebook that if you guess the vet bill, you get some lightning tickets.
Yeah,
that's kind of a fun game.
Yeah, that is it is a fun game, and I don't. It's always hard to say. Sometimes you go to the vet, and Mo, you know better than anybody with all of your dogs. And sometimes you'll think you're going to break the bank, and they'll come back and tell you a number, and you go, "Oh, that's not so bad." And other times you didn't know it was coming, and they're like, "That's going to be $1,700." So,
what number are you guys thinking right now?
I would say I also don't know if there's any friendly relationship with the vet, because I think if there's any semblance of a deal, all bets are off the table. I would think with the overnight stay, with everything that's been involved, I would think you're probably looking somewhere around $1,700. I think that would be my go-to.
What about you, Mo?
I was going to go $1,450.
14. Okay, that's a very.
I was right around. I think I said 18 when we did on JP show.
I think that seems. But that wouldn't be like. Would that be like something as simple as leaving your cigars around? Would that be considered negligent?
Well, I mean, you could argue that it was negligent, right? Knowing that there's a dog in the home. You could also argue that the dog owner was negligent for not keeping a better eye on his dog and make sure his dog didn't eat those items.
Oh, damn. So we're going to countersuit from Robert Kelly to Mike Calta to take him down.
An affirmative defense.
Yeah. What if it was something? I'm trying to think of something that's less of a gray area. So cigars, people smoke cigars. You leave them outside. If a dog eats it, it's
maybe like weed gummies or weed candy.
Weed gummies, or I was thinking even something crazier than that. Like, let's say this is wild, but I'm creating a farcical scenario. So let's just say that a friend comes over and he's in like the pest control business, and he keeps some sort of rat poison in a little backpack that he carries with him. And he leaves the backpack open on the ground, and the dog eats it and ultimately dies. Like something like that. Are we getting closer to a good case?
Your damages are certainly higher, because I'm assuming rat poison is going to cause a lot more damage, if not death. The question becomes whether it's foreseeable that a dog would eat rat poison. Now, considering it's meant for an animal to eat, it probably is foreseeable. So yeah, that could be a stronger case in that sense, that the damages are higher.
Very interesting. Well, it's good to know that if he really wants to move forward legally with this, he's got a possibility to do it. He's justcallmoe.com. Mo DeWitt on the phone with us. We're in the midst of his legal briefs. Diz, you sent along a great question for Mo, but I didn't know. I don't think I knew. I have a story in mind that I wasn't even thinking of that would lead me to the same exact question. So I'll ask it, and then you tell me the story that you were talking about. Did you see this case out of Tampa a couple weeks ago, Mo, where a guy was busted in downtown Tampa? I think he had warrants, and they also found, I want to say, some meth and maybe a weapon. I'm not certain on the weapon, but definitely drugs. And he definitely had a warrant, and they get him into cuffs, and he then flees while in cuffs. And as he's running away, the officers tased him, and he fell right into the middle of the road, where he was subsequently run over by a vehicle and killed. Like, once you're in cuffs and you choose to flee, are all bets off when it comes to being able to put any onus on the police for what happens next?
I mean, I would say this is America. Anyone can sue anyone for any reason, but I think that's going to be a tough case, considering that, obviously he's breaking the law by fleeing. He's not obeying a lawful command, and then the police typically in that case would have the right to use non-deadly force. It just happened to kind of not work out in this case. So I think it's a tough lawsuit to say that there was excessive force used, because that's what we call a 1983 claim when you sue a police agency like that. And it's typically for things like excessive force, but there's really no excessive force there. It's just sort of a tragic, just tragic events, really.
What was the one that you were talking about, Diz, that you sent me a note on? Was that the one where it was a high-speed chase and the motorcyclist got hit by the car?
Yeah, it was in L.A.
Yeah, California. Yeah. What is when it comes to high-speed chases? There's been so much discussion over the last however many years of when to chase, and a lot of different districts and towns have made it so unless it's the worst of the worst, they won't chase. If you're the one being chased and you end up dead, whether it be from something that the police did directly, or let's just say that you're running and then another car hits you and you die, is there any ramification on the police department at that point for chasing you in the first place?
So typically not if the person who's fleeing is injured or killed, but obviously the concern is always that somebody else is going to be injured or killed. And that's where the lawsuits have come up, where a lot of these police departments, different sheriff's agencies have decided to have different policies on that, whether it's that you have to get specific permission to engage in pursuit, or whether they're not allowed to engage in pursuit at all, because there's been so many lawsuits where innocent bystanders have essentially been severely injured or killed because of these high-speed pursuits.
Dude, let me give you a new wrinkle on that. So I'm cruising in the Bronco, and I'm going down 4th Street North, and a guy on a motorcycle had run a red light 2 miles away, and the police decide to engage in a chase, and they're chasing him, and this guy's going at a high rate of speed, and he runs through a red light during the chase, and I hit him. He comes through my window, and he's dead. And he's dead, and his head comes right through my window. I'm looking face to face with a dead body at that point. Do you think I could then sue the police department for pain and suffering due to the trauma that I have gone through based on what happened during their chase?
Potentially, if you could make the argument that had the police not engaged in the pursuit, that you would not have been injured or had that psychological trauma. I thought when you said Bronco, of course, I was thinking OJ.
Oh yeah,
OJ Bronco being chased.
Yeah, no, I'm not being chased as of yet. It's maybe this weekend that could happen, but at this point, I've not been on the receiving end of a chase.
But I mean, potentially you have a case there. I don't know how strong of a case it is, but from a theoretical legal perspective, there's a case.
I have two stories, and we've got Mo DeWitt with us right now. We're in the midst of his legal briefs. I've got two stories. And a lot of times I would kind of mildly, no pun intended, brief you on the stories that I had. And both of these, I thought to myself, "Oh, I hope that Mo isn't representing either one of these people, because it's well within the realm of possibility."
It's never happened before.
It happened once, didn't it? It was the first. I think it was the first story we ever did. Yeah, it was the first story, first time you were ever on the show, and it hasn't happened since. This is man, you want to talk about the cross section of things near and dear to our heart. You've got, it's local, it's Florida. There's a duck involved. There's a thrill ride involved. And an Orange County woman is suing SeaWorld after she was hit in the face by a duck while riding a roller coaster earlier this year. According to the complaint, Hillary Martin visited SeaWorld on March 24th. During her visit, she was riding the Mako coaster when a duck flew into the path of the roller coaster, striking her face and knocking her unconscious. The complaint says SeaWorld failed to keep its premises in reasonably safe condition, and it did not warn visitors about any dangerous conditions at the park. The complaint also alleges that SeaWorld created a zone of danger for bird strikes by operating a high-speed coaster near a body of water and designing a ride that disorients, that's the word, waterfowl, including and increasing the risk of collision. She's seeking more than $50,000 in damages. I know we talked a little bit about what was going on at Universal. This, to me, feels drastically different because it had nothing to do with the ride that they were maintaining and operating. It is an outside source, being a duck coming into the path. 50,000 it says more than 50, which I guess that's just the baseline. Does this permanent physical injuries, disfigurement, and mental pain and suffering she incurred, according to the filing? She got a case, or get out of my face?
So, I mean, I'm not sure how much I can really say about this one because we do represent the duck. Duck was severely injured by this person's face.
Yeah. I hope that it's recovery is at least covered by the SeaWorld people, if nobody else.
It should be, absolutely. Free health care from life for SeaWorld. But so, my question here with this kind of lawsuit would be, what's the reasonable precaution that SeaWorld should have taken from keeping this duck off their property? Are they supposed to put the coaster indoors? Are they supposed to put a net all around the coaster? Are they supposed to have guys with shotguns to keep the ducks away?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, depending on what kind of duck it is, I know that the Muscovies are invasive and they probably could kill them, but they'd probably get themselves in other legal trouble if they just started killing all birds and wildlife in and around the park. That would probably be a different lawsuit from some sort of animal rights protection agency. Right. And it's also just a bad look, like you're SeaWorld and you're in the business of killing animals. So yeah, I don't know what you could do. It felt to me when I read it that it was a reach and that she's obviously hurt and looking for help, but I didn't know if there was anything legally.
I mean, I think it's a tough case. I think it'll be unlikely to survive a motion to dismiss and certainly not a motion for summary judgment, in my opinion. I could be wrong. And I get it from the person's perspective who's on the coaster. They just hopped on this roller coaster. They thought it was going to be safe. They didn't expect to get injured. But this is sort of just, a risk that can happen when you have a coaster out in the open, whether it's a bird or a duck. Didn't Fabio get hit in the face with a bird?
Oh, man. I forgot about that, dude. Fabio.
The guy from the romance novels?
The stud was hit by, I have it. Hold on. March 30th, 1999. Fabio gets hit by a goose riding Apollo's Chariot roller coaster. Oh, wait. They didn't actually have him on. Oh, my gosh.
They did, yeah.
Oh, this was on video. Oh, my gosh. Oh, man, dude, he comes down. His face is covered in blood. Stand by. Let me hit a little. Oh, man. Oh, there's no quality sound to it. But, dude, he comes down, and I don't know if that's the blood from the goose or the blood from his face, but his whole face is just covered in blood. Is there something in the legal world, Mo, that accounts for what we would call a freak accident, like something that is not predictable, that is nobody's fault? Like, is there a legal term for that?
Absolutely. So, one element of negligence is that the injury was foreseeable. So, a buddy of mine had a case one time where this guy took his car to a car repair shop. He was driving down the road. The tire came off. The tire then flew off the road onto another thing, bounced off something else, and hit a guy in the head and killed the guy.
Oh, geez.
And the auto shop's defense to it was, well, that wasn't really foreseeable. Now, I don't remember how the judge ruled on that, but in order for there to be negligence, which makes sense, the person who's committing the negligence, the injury has to be foreseeable. So it can't be so far removed that's something that you could have never possibly anticipated.
Which I guess, I mean, you would think when they're building roller coasters and these big high dollar architects make that and they're figuring out where to put them, that's wildlife patterns and bird migratory information is probably something they look at. So it's probably not out of the realm of thought at that point. So,
yeah, and I'm sure there's some, like fishing wire and stuff they put up if there's known birds in the area to kind of keep them out. But unless you're going to put the whole thing indoors, there's no way of keeping wildlife out altogether.
We've got Mo DeWitt of justcallmoe.com on the line, 866-CALL-MOE, available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week if you need him. I think through all of the stories we've talked about, we haven't talked about, I don't believe, what to me feels like one of the most litigious areas, and I'm not sure how often you deal with these, but when you see and you hear from a lot of other attorneys, they're kind of what are highlighted as far as opportunities for a lawsuit, and this one's kind of crazy, especially the payout that was given here, and it's over in the Orlando area. A Target shopper won an $11 million payout after she tripped over a curb in the parking lot.
Oh my God.
Olga Munn filed the lawsuit in 2021 after she tripped and fell at a Target in Winter Garden in Central Florida. In December of 2019, she was carrying her daughter into the shopping center, weaving through cars to avoid holiday traffic. The 44-year-old didn't notice the uneven spot where the asphalt road met the concrete curb gutter and tripped over it. She twisted and fractured her left ankle and sustained multiple leg injuries, including fractures to her right tibia and fibula. She sued both Target and Site Centers Corp., the owner of the shopping center, for their alleged negligence and failure to maintain the parking lot. Our client suffered a devastating and lifelong injury due to the defendant's negligence, and she now lives with pain and limitations from the metal rods and screws in her leg. Mo, what goes into this? Is maybe not your standard trip and fall. Well, I guess it is kind of a trip and fall or a slip and fall accident. What goes into proving something like this? And it's not, a lot of times I think we think wet floor, they didn't put up the proper signage, they're on the hook for it. But this is a permanent fixture in a parking lot like a curb that, most people 99% of the time have figured out how to walk over and not trip over. How in the hell does a lady like this end up with an $11.3 million verdict?
Well, I think here there was something. It wasn't a normal curb. It didn't comply with building codes. There was something wrong with it. I don't remember what it was exactly. But, I don't think it was really the negligence that was disputed. I'm sure at trial they always argue negligence. But I think, they probably knew that they were fairly negligent in what the actual, curb was or the parking lot situation. The real issue here was damages, because I think prior to the lawsuit or prior to going to trial, there was an offer of $250,000.
Yes, there was.
To resolve the claim. And, on the defense side, I don't think they anticipated a judgment nearly that high. And I think the jury actually awarded her something like 5 cents for every step that she'd have to take for the rest of her life where she'd be in pain.
Oh my God.
What?
So,
you had to do the math on that?
What the hell? That is wild.
Yeah. I mean, it's a creative argument. I like it.
Well, it works.
Yeah.
It worked. It worked in this case. So, I mean, here, how do you value, somebody living in pain like that for the rest of their life? I mean, it's difficult to do. You have someone here who I'm going to assume is fairly young, considering they were carrying a young child.
44.
They're going to have, what's that?
44. She was 44.
So, yeah, fairly young. They're going to have this pain for the rest of their life. How do you value that? And if you have a likable plaintiff, the injured party was likable. They seem like a good person. A jury may be more likely to, award them what they're asking for. If they're less likely or less likable, they may be less likely to award them that. And, also obviously depends on the jury that you get. And, jurors are just individuals who are making a judgment call. And here they determined that she was, entitled to $11+ million.
That is so crazy, man. I mean, $11 million is beyond life-changing, and to think that a stumble over a curb can have somebody entitled, although it was a curb that was not supposed to be there, was not properly placed, whatever the hell it was, to think that can lead to $11.3 million is really something else. You can at least understand why there are those people out there who are
Yeah.
so litigious when you see somebody who's able to get an $11.3 million payday.
It kind of makes me wish when I leave here today, I get in the elevator and it just falls to the ground floor and I go, well, now I get paid.
Break a couple legs. And you ever deal with any broken elevator cases, Mo?
Yeah, we've had a few actually. We have one in the office right now. But I will say on this lady, she's gonna have to live with pain for the rest of her life. It's not like she won the lottery. I'm sure the $11 million is nice. And I will say in this case, it appears to be collectible. A lot of times we hear these stories, they get a judgment against somebody, but it's not actually collectible. So, it will be life-changing money for her. Now she'll still have to live with the pain and, I don't know what she has to go through for the rest of her life.
The $5 million can give you comfort. The other the other 6 point whatever is just for fun. Like I'm able to get comfy whatever I need with the $5 million. The other 5 is we're having a good time. This story, dude, when I saw it almost felt fake because it is the cross section of so many things that I love and so many things that are prominent in our society today. It is the cross section of professional wrestling, Halloween, and MAGA. Ride with me here. A man is suing XPW Wrestling Incorporated and the former owners of the now closed Airtel Plaza and Conference Center in California, contending that he was injured by a large steel object thrown by a professional wrestler known as the MAGA Butcher.
Oh, my God.
During the Halloween in Hell 4 event at the hotel in 2023. They named the defendants, all those groups, and alleged battery, negligence, and the premises liable. There's a bunch of different of legal terms here that I don't fully understand, but this man attended the Halloween in Hell event on October 29, 2023. First of all, this is insane. Paid $255 for 2 front row seats. The wrestling ring was surrounded by 6-foot steel barricades that were not secured and could be disconnected by the performers. Despite the inherently dangerous nature of professional wrestling, defendants XPW and Rob Black failed to provide any security personnel at the event. And during the MAGA Butchers competition in the ring, the wrestler disconnected one of the steel barricades and threw it towards the spectators, hitting the plaintiff in the face and ultimately knocking him unconscious. When the plaintiff regained consciousness and sought help, the hotel staff refused to provide assistance and stated the hotel wanted nothing to do with the event or the incident. So the people within the wrestling organization offered medical assistance and told the plaintiff he could have 2 free tickets to the next wrestling event. He ended up getting his own medical care by dialing 911 and said that he lost income and has experienced emotional distress ever since. I mean, I don't know that when you click on something at a Ticketmaster, you buy a ticket for an event where you're right next to the ring. It's something like a professional wrestling event. Are you signing away any of your rights, or does this go far beyond that if a wrestler's going to pick up the barricade and throw it at your face?
I mean, there may be certain things that you're signing away your rights to, but something like this is typically not going to be upheld on a waiver. So you're still going to be able to sue the company that put on the wrestling event. Now, they may have sued the hotel as well. I would venture a guess that the hotel probably has an indemnification clause with the wrestling company saying, hey, if we get sued for something that happens on your event, you guys are taking care of it, especially something like this where it was not the hotel's employee. I mean, who knows if it was the hotel's barricade or not, but still, yeah, they basically said, hey, if our people injure somebody, we're liable, not the hotel.
Dude, if you can't trust the MAGA Butcher to be responsible out there in the ring, who the hell can you really trust? Dude, I got to look up the MAGA Butcher. Like who is the MAGA Butcher? Like is his gimmick just like he's half Texas Chainsaw Massacre, half MAGA man? Here he is. What a gimmick. Oh damn, yeah, he is kind of like that. He wears American flag Zumba pants, and he looks like he's drinking a beer, and his face is covered in bloody skin. Wow, what a that's a hell of a gimmick. What a way to go these days. He is Mo DeWitt. Just call MOE.com. You can still hit up shop.justcallmo.com to get that Senning Show magnet. There's a few left. While you're there, you can look at many of the different items of merch that Mo and his team have put together. Don't sleep on the hot sauce, I have to say. The Scorchin' Mo hot sauce is one of my favorites. I think Diz. I think it's Not Easy Being Mo. I think that's the one. Is that the one that you like?
The mango one.
The Mo Mango hot sauce.
Yeah.
And those are made by a company out in Orlando. So tons of great merch there, including the Senning Show magnets. 866 call MOE 24 hours a day, 7 days a week if you need him. I look forward to seeing you in person soon enough. But you sound great today, and thank you for making time for us today, buddy.
Always appreciate it.
All right, have a good day and happy Halloween. Happy Halloween.
Take care, brother.
Happy Halloween.
All right, bye-bye, buddy. Thank you. Do not go anywhere. When we come back, we need to have a little discussion off the air because I'm not sure what to say and what not to say. But sometimes things are so damn funny to think that we have to hold on to it and not share it just feels like a crime in itself.
Yes.
So we're going to figure out how to talk about the trouble that we got ourselves into yesterday, one way or the other. But I also need to make an observation. We'll have a larger conversation about Halloween candy, but I need to make an observation about what it takes for the average person to have enough candy to give to the children these days. We'll do that and a bunch more coming up next on Senning Show. Plenty of time. Get up in the vroom, vroom room. 102.5 The Bone on YouTube. You can watch the program at The John Senning, at Dizzy for Mayor on social media. We'll be back in just a sec. Imagine if your Wi-Fi was a lot smarter. Picture this, all of your devices working in sync to make your life easier. Well, Xfinity is making that dream a reality. Devices so in tune, you're going to think they're telepathic. Really smart Wi-Fi that knows when your device needs that little bit of a boost. The best equipment to stream up to 4 games at once with multi-views. This Sunday, perfect example. You want to keep an eye on your NFL teams and also watch the NASCAR race? Xfinity's the way to do it. And Xfinity Mobile that gives you Wi-Fi where you need it and 5G everywhere else. That's the magic of Xfinity. It's seamlessly in tune with you and your life. Check them out online at Xfinity.com. Xfinity. Imagine that.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Download the free Bone app to listen to us anywhere. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com.
After an accident, you may have an x-ray that looks normal, but you're still in pain. That's because soft tissue injuries like sprains and tears don't show up on x-rays. And if an insurance company doesn't see it, they may not believe you're hurt.
When they don't take your pain seriously, we fight back. We know doctors who are experts in diagnosing soft tissue injuries. They can help us prove that your pain is real, and we'll seek to get you paid for all of your future medical expenses.
Farah and Farah, Tampa.
80 years of Florida Blue doing good in Florida, of offering access to affordable quality health care, of putting people over profits, reinvesting in member health benefits and local programs. 80 years of navigating health challenges together. Changes to health insurance are here, but our commitment to you will never change. Get resources at floridablue.com/followtheblue. Florida Blue, your health solutions partner. Policies have limitations and exclusions. Florida Blue is a trade name of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Florida, Inc.
This is a cat named Mo, and I hate drones. I don't know who's flying them. What are they looking for? I do love charity. It's helping people. That's why this Saturday from 2 to 7, All American Gunslingers has the event that you need to come to. The second drone shoot, which will benefit Action Zone, a veteran first responder nonprofit charity. Tickets available now online at aagunslingers.com for $25 off. Let's shoot some drones this Saturday at All American Gunslingers. People that love your rights, your safety, your freedom in America. Bang, bang!
Tampa Bay, are you ready? Don't miss the epic Halloween party at Safety Harbor Resort and Spa. Costume contest, appetizers, welcome cocktail, live music with 80s throwback band, the VCRs, and more. Friday, October 31st from 7 to 11 p.m. $39.99 plus tax and gratuity. Buy your tickets now before it sells out. Go to safetyharborresort.com to purchase your Halloween party tickets today.
Fall is a busy time and selling your home can be overwhelming. Get a guaranteed cash offer from Mark Spain Real Estate and sell your home stress-free and for the most money. Hey, it's JP, and I'm excited to talk with my friend Mark of Mark Spain Real Estate. Mark, how does the guaranteed offer eliminate all the stress for the home seller while also keeping them in control of the process?
The guaranteed offer is simple and stress-free because it's all cash. You don't have a buyer sitting in limbo hoping to get their loan. You don't have to make costly repairs. You choose your closing date, typically within 21 days, and then you move on to the next chapter of your life. It's the easiest and most hassle-free way to sell your home today, period.
Makes sense. Thanks, Mark. It really is that easy, but don't just take my word for it. Mark Spain Real Estate has over 13,000 five-star reviews, making them the most trusted and experienced real estate team in the U.S. Find out what the guaranteed offer would be on your home today. There's no obligation. Just go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Football season's here, and Hooters is your HQ. Catch every game with $6 Big Daddy Buds, $6.50 Mick Ultras, and $5 Neutrals all day, every day. Plus, register to win a trip to see the Bucks take on Buffalo. Visit originalhooters.com to find a location near you.
Now, it's your time to make more money and be your own boss. Come to the Franchise Show this Saturday and Sunday at the Tampa Convention Center to meet with the best money-making franchises. Learn how you can open a successful business. This life-changing event is your only chance to see all the hottest money-making opportunities in one place. Find the perfect business for you at the Franchise Show, presented by the Entrepreneur's Source. This weekend, the Tampa Convention Center. Get tickets at tampafranchiseshow.com.
Hey guys, it's your old buddy Johnny B. We all know sports are more fun when you bet on them, unless you're losing all the time. That just sucks. You don't have to be a dummy anymore. Go to Genesis13AI.com for AI-driven intel, real-time updates, and only the highest confidence plays to actually matter. Stop guessing and start winning like me. Step up your game at Genesis13AI.com. Genesis 13, built for degenerates, but refined for assassins.
Trick or treat. Halloween is around the corner. Let's not use wishful thinking when it comes to safety. Beware and take care. Don't drink and drive. A friendly reminder from your spooky friends at Anna Jar and Levine Accident Attorneys.
The savings are big at Wesley Chapel Nissan, now under new management. Buy a brand new Nissan for under $20,000 or get 0% financing for 60 months on 3 popular new Nissan models. Plus, getting started is simple. Pre-qualify online at wesleychapelnissan.com and discover your buying power with no impact to your credit. Then shop hundreds of vehicles you've been pre-qualified for. All at Wesley Chapel Nissan, the big Nissan store on State Road 54. For complete details, call 813-540-4062.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin. $5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $200-$300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code CAB to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code CAB for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code CAB for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Bud Light, the official beer of the NFL, is sending you to Buffalo to see the Bucks take on the Bills. You'll win hotel and airfare for 2, along with tickets to the game to watch the Bills and Bucks clash in Buffalo. Just register by scanning the QR code anywhere you enjoy a Bud Light. Hurry, registration ends on November 3rd.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah.
Tampa.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio, sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
You might know nothing, but at least you'll know that thing. Brought to you by Just Call Mo, Tampa's injury attorney. That thing. It's time for That Thing right now on Senning Show.
1, 2, you know what to do. Oppan Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. 낮에는 따사로운 인간적인 여자 커피 한 잔에 여유를 아는 품격 있는 여자 밤이 오면 심장이 뜨거워지는 여자 그런 반전 있는 여자 너는 선호해 낮에는 너
reminding you to remind me. I need to figure out what to turn this back to so that Carmen doesn't want to murder me in the morning.
Did you?
Yeah.
You haven't messed up since she complained.
No,
right?
no. But I don't want to either.
Right,
So it just struck me. Welcome back to Senning Show.
Open Gangnam Style.
I am John Senning. He is Dizzy. Phone lines are open. 800-771-1025. Shout out to everybody watching along. Fly High 69. What up, Mark Carr? Always good to see you in there. Corey Puckett, Vanessa. Dodgers in 5.
Ooh, don't know, man.
I wish I knew more about baseball. It seems very exciting. Dude, I was totally slept on the game that's now 2 days gone. But the game went 19 innings?
Yeah.
That's like 2 games of baseball.
Yeah.
That is insane. Shout out
Imagine
to
being there for that game.
What's the guy's name? What's the big popular guy's name for the Dodgers?
Osana.
What is it? What is it again?
What's his name?
Say it slow. Yeah, make sure you say it right.
Sohi Atana?
Say it again.
Sohi Atana?
You sure about that? So I'm just gonna speak in code about it just to protect the dignity of everybody here. But it is. I'll just say that it is wild for as all over the place that this radio station is, and then people are offended by different things. And I'm not here to pile on the person who may or may not have called and left a message for our boss, but it is crazy. All of the different types of personalities that listen to this show or to this station, because there was a phone call and a voicemail from a lady who sounded a bit older, I'll just be honest, easily offendable.
Yeah.
So it surprised me that somebody had made it this far into listening to the station and to the show while seemingly being easily offended. That's all I'll say. So in regards to the commercial, for those that were paying attention yesterday, the Kava Social Club commercial, that was the last time you'll hear that commercial ever, because somebody, I don't know if there was I'm sure other people got involved, but it all started with one sweet lady who, the funniest thing about it, and the only thing we have to say, and one day, once all calms down, we'll be able to share it maybe. What she said in the voicemail was so much more offensive than what was actually on the commercial.
Yes. And can we talk about like the conception of the commercial, or no?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, what's the worst that's going to happen? Right?
That's a good point.
I mean, it was just a funny idea that we had that obviously was offensive.
And that's the thing. It's with these Kava social spots, we've went
rogue. We went rogue. That was the whole idea behind it.
We've gotten something here. We got kind of free reign. We've had fun with the commercials. I think people have had fun hearing them. They've stood out. So we thought we were really cooking with this one. And people would laugh and be like, "That's good."
I'm not saying this because I'm trying to put anything on you, and you can just say nothing and we can move on. I didn't remember whose idea it actually was in the room. It was mine. Okay, yeah, okay.
I didn't say that.
Yeah,
to John.
no, that's fine.
Yeah.
No, that's. I was open to that.
Yeah,
yeah. So I mean, I'll say that it was my idea, and I thought it was funny, and you know. The most offensive part about it all is that was actually Mandarin.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
Diz was speaking, and I think that's what's most hurtful to our Mandarin listeners, is that we wanted you to feel included.
So if it was like a French thing, can we make that same joke with a French accent?
I will say, when you said that to me off the air, it did really open my eye to the fact that it's not equal across the playing field. And I'm not saying it should be or anything, but just if we would have said they were giving French lessons, and I would have went, je ne sais quoi, or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that one person would have raised an eyebrow. But that, I think that's kind of been a thing in the past. And I understand that some people were offended by something that was clearly a joke. But
I know, like, he's my boss, and that's why I didn't go this way. But, like, in my head, I was thinking when he was talking, because I knew what it was about right away. I went in my head, I was going to go to him. but I've actually been going to the classes. I tried saying what I learned.
You should have done it. I mean,
what would have happened then?
Yeah, the funny thing is that as much as I love everybody here, I don't think one single person would have verified that.
Yeah.
Like somebody would have been like, all right, let me put this recording into a Mandarin interpreter and see what he actually said. Yeah. I think they would have been like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. Sorry we said that. And we probably just could have kept on going. But, that's not the way that it went. And sometimes you got to take an L. And we took an L on that. But one day when all the wounds are healed and everybody has calmed down and it's not as fresh, we have to at least play you the 2-second snippet of the lady who called who...
So offensive what she did. Like, what she did is for sure what someone would do to just someone's face to be offensive.
It was like I think you attempted to take the least offensive path as possible. And then she just cranked it all the way up to 1 million with her interpretation. So, ma'am, I do apologize for what happened to you. And, you won't hear it again.
Yeah. But also, thanks for listening.
I thought, I wondered if we could get away with just running the same spot, but just editing it, just putting a bleep over over you speaking Mandarin.
I wonder if we could play the same spot and I just find real Mandarin and put it in there, and then we act like I said it.
Yeah, that's kind of funny. That doesn't seem problematic.
We should do that.
That's actually the way to go. That's actually the way to go. 800-771-1025. Senning Show, you're live on the air.
You guys call block this chick's number, I hope?
We actually would love to hear from her.
Yeah, I'd love to hear from her. And no, she didn't call our line. She called the corporate line. So I don't have the capability to do all that.
Hey, that Gangnam Style song you came back with. You guys ever heard the what is it, Big Trouble in Little China version, the David Lopan style song?
No, I'm not familiar with
it. It's a complete rip-off of that song, but it's David Lopan style. There's a whole music video and everything dedicated to Big Trouble in Little China. David Lopan style.
Like low pants? Like pants hang low?
No, Lopan, P-A-N. That was his name in Big Trouble in Little China.
Okay.
David
You saying Pam or
David
Pan?
Lopan style.
I think I have some. I think I can clarify this Pam issue here.
It's like comb.
Thank you, buddy. I couldn't find it at first glance. But no, she's not. She's still, everybody's got different feelings. I mean, I don't know. Ultimately, she got what she wanted. You won't be hearing that anymore. So, she takes a dub for the day. We take an L. What can you do? Yeah. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
Hey, this is D. Ryan, admitted fan of pants.
Oh, you know David Lopan?
No, I just like all low pants. I like when pants are low.
Yeah, me too, buddy. How the hell you doing, man? Long time no hear.
Yeah, everything's good. I was really just calling for a request. I missed the spot.
Who you want to be?
I was wondering if we could just run that back.
No, we can't run it back. We can't run it back. What if I played everything but the part that was problematic? Nah, we're probably playing with fire.
It's no problem.
Yeah. Because you're a friend and I know you personally and we've bonded emotionally, spiritually, and sexually in some ways. I'll send you a copy of it.
Yeah.
$75. How's that sound?
That sounds good. And in addition to that, I will be spending at least $100 at Cava Social Club because of this spot that I've never heard of.
There we go.
Very much,
honestly, if you show up Monday, I will do it in person during one of the lessons. Yeah. I will show you. That's what we should do.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea. Everything is great about you, Ryan, except your phone connection today. It's just it was. I've never actually heard anything like it. It was terrible in 3 different ways. It was skipping, it was glitchy, and it was echoing all at the same time. But thank you for checking in. One more call, and then I got to talk a little bit about Halloween candy because I don't know how the average family is doing it right now. Senning Show, you're live on the program. What up?
Hey, what's up? It's Frank.
Frank, what up?
Hey, man, I was just wondering, I know you guys can't say too much about this lady, but was it or was it not the wishy-washy lady who called in?
That would be for Drew to know. I think that was before my time. Was that lady, I'm sorry, correct me if I'm wrong, that lady was Asian, right?
Yes.
Yeah, this lady was not Asian. I can tell you that much. So no.
Yeah.
No.
Well, what can she be upset about?
Exactly.
Yeah, thank you.
Snowflakes.
Thank you. I mean, it's just my friend who learned a new language, trying to show it off to the listeners, and I guess that's too much.
Can't show off my talents anymore. That's fine. It's fine.
Too much to ask. Halloween is upon us, so it was. I kind of saw.
What if I went as an Asian man?
Oh, that would be funny, dude. That would be funny, dude. What was the guy's name from Mortal Kombat who had the who had the hat.
Oh, Raiden.
Yeah. Was it Raiden?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Just Raiden would be would be good enough. That's actually, is it too quick to turn it around now? There's only one day. I would imagine you could pull it off. I actually sought this story out because my wife, she had been going the last couple days looking for Halloween candy. And I don't know when the last time, like, you probably haven't given out candy like in a minute, right? Like, it's probably been a minute.
Last year.
Oh, you did? There were people that came to your door and you gave out candy then?
Not a lot of people came.
Yeah.
Now that I think of it, yeah.
So that's the thing, especially for people who live in neighborhoods that have a lot of trick-or-treaters. Dude, the investment in Halloween candy has to be one of the most insane things ever. Like, you go and you look at one bag of Halloween candy, like, there's a good chance that that's going to be like $15 to $20.
You got to do what my mom does.
What?
You're gonna hate this.
Oh, she gives away apples?
No.
Toothbrushes?
No, none of that. She goes, so Friday, Halloween, she'll go Saturday or Sunday, grab some candy on sale and just store it for next year.
That is really the way to that is the way to do it, because Danielle was looking. She went to like the Aldis of the world, the Save-A-Lots. Like, she was trying to find, because we have lots of trick-or-treaters. So, I mean, you got to get like a lot of candy. And I mean,
you got to get like a lollipop thing, because my mom was like, you get the lollipops. You can't really tell that lollipops expired or don't taste the same. Get something like that. You get chocolate, you're going to know right away when you bite into that thing.
Well, and not only that, dude, chocolate, it turns out, is so much more expensive than the sweet stuff right now. The sales on, so this story that I ended up finding, it was about how Halloween shoppers are not putting out chocolate anymore. A recent report, people are buying more non-chocolate candies to give out on Halloween. It's because of the price. Last year, chocolate made up 52% of the total volume of Halloween candy, but this year, that number is expected to be somewhere around 40%, and it has everything to do with the price of chocolate. For 8 weeks through mid-September, the sales of non-chocolate Halloween candy outpaced chocolate. And it's just because it's so damn expensive. Between January 2023 and January 2025, global cocoa prices quadrupled due to poor cocoa harvest. So that has made the average chocolate, this seems low to me, I'm going to be completely honest with you. They say chocolate Halloween candy in the U.S. is $8 a pound. And I think that's way cheaper than what it actually is on there. Because I think those bags that you get are probably maybe like 2 pounds, maybe a pound, 2 pounds. And I mean, they're upwards of
$12 or something, right?
Closer to $20.
Really?
So I can tell you, Danielle went today, and this is after days and days. And keep in mind, we're 2 days away from Halloween.
That's
so
the thing.
She didn't wait for the right time. That being said, like, the number that she texted me earlier that she spent on Halloween candy is crazy.
You want to say?
I don't have a problem saying it.
Yeah, what's the
I don't
number?
have a problem saying. Take a guess. And I don't think
$60.
No.
More than 60?
Yeah, significantly.
115. Higher?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Bro. 170.
160.
160? Oh my God.
Yeah.
How many bags did you get with that?
I think it was like 4 or 5 bags.
That's not a lot.
Yeah, it was not a lot. And I think it's just crazy.
God.
The average
you're paying vet bills.
It really
basically
is.
with this candy.
It is crazy, dude. I got my own
Who paid more, Mike and his vet bill or John and his candy?
I'm telling you, it's not for the faint of heart. Senning Show, you're live on the air.
Hey, what's going on, boys? How you doing today?
Doing pretty damn good. Who does be?
Hey, man, this is Tim.
What's going on today?
I wanted to chime in on this candy debacle, man. My wife's got it down. She bought a bunch of fruit roll-ups and bags of popcorn for kids.
Smart.
That's not
gummies
bad.
and stuff.
That's
yeah,
not
it's like
bad.
$20. No, but I fully expect to get a lot of eggs and toilet paper on my house, so I'm going to be ready to clean the next.
I don't know. I would say you're kind of in a sweet spot. If you are, and I remember there were people growing up that would give out an apple, or God forbid you're one of these families. I think Danielle, not my Danielle, Radio Danielle, told us during the Sticks and Stools thing that her family gave out toothbrushes. Which you want to talk about setting yourself up.
Worst.
You want to talk about setting yourself up to be egged
Yeah.
and worse. You start giving out toothbrushes. But I don't know, if I'm a kid and I'm perusing through my bag at the end of the night and you hooked me up with a fruit roll up and some Gushers and some stuff like that, like I don't think I would be totally I don't think I'd be totally pissed off.
not totally disappointed, unless you're the lady that gives out like the pennies.
I don't think
lint and crap.
I don't think I ever had a penny lady, but that one's pretty bad as well.
They're the worst. We should just put them in her yard, and then when the lawnmower goes over, and they fling them at the house.
Appreciate the call, buddy. Thank you. Thank you for checking in.
Thanks.
Absolutely. Do not go anywhere.
You know what my favorite thing about this show is? We're live streamed on YouTube, and you could watch the replays on YouTube.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
That's actually that's an interesting thing for you to say.
Yeah.
That we're streamed on YouTube.
Yep.
And that
where can you watch the replays, John?
Yeah, you can watch them on YouTube. I wouldn't say you have to go run. Well, we are going into a commercial break, so if you wanted to, I wish I was more prepared and I could throw out a time, but either way, that is a thing. That is an interesting thing that you just pointed out for no reason at all.
Yeah, no reason at all. Just to, drive more numbers to the YouTube where you can watch replays.
And the replay sometimes. I like where your head is. Do not go anywhere. We're keeping it spooky. We're keeping it Halloween themed with more Senning Show on the way. One of my favorite things to do in the world is to have a serious conversation about how you would react and what your plan would be if the crap hit the fan. Apocalypse style.
I love this.
And this specifically, the zombie apocalypse.
Yes.
I've got a list of the states that would be most successful in a zombie apocalypse, and we'll also put together our own zombie apocalypse plan. Coming up next on more Senning Show. Keep it locked to the bone. Florida fall means pool season isn't quite over yet. It's just getting better, and you can keep your water warm day or night for the cooler months ahead with $250 off a pool heater or heat pump from Hawkins Service Co. Extend your swim season and save while you do it. Hawkins handles everything. Pool repair, plumbing, electrical, HVAC. No need to find a bunch of different service providers when they handle it all with techs that have gotten rigorous background checks. You can trust them inside your home. You can give them a call right now. 813-445-8209. If you're not taking advantage of any of the existing deals, let them know you heard about them on Senning Show, and that's 10% off right there. You can also book online, HawkinsServiceCO.com for reliable professional service. Hawkins, one call, handles it all.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. The Hard Rock Rising Battle of the Bands is back.
It's the Hard Rock Rising Battle of the Bands final competition. It all leads up to Wednesday, November 19th at 6:30 inside the Seminole Hard Rock Tampa's Hard Rock Cafe.
Yep, you can join me. I'm Drew Garabo, and he's John Senning, and 4 bands will battle it out on stage for a chance to win the grand prize of an opening slot on an upcoming show and their music being showcased on the radio.
And the event is completely free. All you need to do is head to theboneonline.com for more info, and we'll see you live November 19th at Hard Rock Tampa's Hard Rock Cafe.
From the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino and 102.5 The Bone. Real, raw radio.
Hurt in a slip and fall? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
Quitting tobacco is hard, but it's also hard to deal with a cough that won't go away and thinking it's lung cancer, or feeling your heart race after a walk and wondering if it's a heart attack, or telling your family you may not be around to see your next birthday.
Quitting tobacco is hard, but the consequences are even harder. Tobacco Free Florida has free resources to help you stay smoke-free. You may be eligible to receive free nicotine patches, gum, or lozenges. Call 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW or visit tobaccofreeflorida.com.
Hi, I'm Ray from Sun Toyota of Newport Richey. Save big on our entire truck lineup during Toyota Truck Month. Drive a new Tacoma for $279 per month. Plus, you're only 2 clicks away from your best price. Click the button, complete our form, and get our best price instantly. When you make it Sun Toyota of Newport Richey, we make it happen.
Call 800-639-3367 for more details.
Sun Toyota of Newport Richey.
Richie.
Fall is a busy time and selling your home can be overwhelming. Get a guaranteed cash offer from Mark Spain Real Estate and sell your home stress-free and for the most money. Hey, it's JP, and with Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer, you can receive the strongest cash offer in the industry and move when you're ready on your timeline. Mark Spain Real Estate has over 13,000 five-star reviews, so you can trust the top real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home quickly and for maximum profit. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
At Braden Honda, get 0 down, 0 security deposit, 0 first payment, 0 do-it signing. Hi, I'm Sam Robbie. Get a brand new CRV for just $199 per month. New Accords are just $189 per month, or get a new Civic for an incredible $169 per month. We're approving all credit applications, and we'll pay off your trade no matter how much you owe. Plus, get a real nationwide lifetime warranty, unlimited time, unlimited miles. Get all the facts at BrandonHonda.com.
Call 813-575-7725 for more information.
This planet is so gorgeous and so incredibly beautiful that I can't get enough of it. I did 950 miles on the Pacific Crest Trail and then decided I wanted to go hike in the Himalayas. I was not 20 years old. I was 64 years old. Good Feet was with me all the way.
For over 20 years, we've been helping people like Dale actually live the life they love without their feet getting in the way.
Your passion's important, but if your body aches and if your heel feels like you've got a nail stuck in it and won't come out, trust me, it's going to wear you down. The Good Feet store knew what they were talking about and took the time to really dial in what I needed. At 64 years of age, I hiked 84 miles in the Himalaya, and to do it pain-free. You think I'm not grateful for arch supports from Good Feet? I mean, come on. I'm Dale, and that's my Good Feet story.
See what we can do for you with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Stop by any of our 5 locations throughout Tampa, St. Petersburg, and Sarasota today, or visit us at goodfeet.com.
Nothing makes sports more exciting than betting on them, and you can do it right now at Hard Rock Bet. I'm talking baseball, World Series baseball. The NBA is back, and of course, NFL football. The Hard Rock Party is on, and you're on the guest list. Sign up and bet $5 on any game, and if it wins, you also score $150 in bonus bets. All you need to do is download the app or simply go to hardrock.bet. It's Hard Rock Bet, offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. I am quite aware of the dangers being on the road. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. These families' lives will be changed in an instant. We fight for these families as if they were our own. We've become America's largest injury law firm by winning cases just like these. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Injured? Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Coonahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/radio to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
To get this special radio offer, go to leaffilter.com/radio for your free gutter inspection today and get up to 30% off. That's leaffilter.com/radio for up to 30% off. leaffilter.com/radio. See representative for warranty details.
Every time I turn around, my friends at Pure Talk give me one more reason to feel good about switching. This month, for instance, they're supporting Canines for Warriors, a terrific organization that trains rescue dogs and then pairs them up with combat veterans struggling with PTSD. The result? They're saving lives on both ends of the leash. This is why I switched to Pure Talk. I like being in business with an American wireless company who shares my values. Yeah, I appreciate unlimited talk, text, and plenty of 5G data for just $25 a month, and I bet you will too. But I think you'll really appreciate doing business with a company who gives back to the men and women who volunteered to defend our country. Just dial pound 250, say micro. With Pure Talk's U.S. customer service team, you can switch in as little as 10 minutes. Again, dial pound 250, say micro. to switch to an American wireless company who actually stands for something. Pure Talk.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, back to Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
I love my bagel. I like Will Pills. Shaggy. I love my buddies. My hatchet man. But I love my axe. My axe is my budgie. I bring him when I walk. Me and my axe will leave your head outlined in chalk. My axe is my budgie.
1 hour and 33 minutes in. If you know, you know. That's all I'll say. Shout out to my man Chase. Always with his ear to the ground.
I wind him back.
Welcome back to Senning Show. I'm John Senning. He's Dizzy. Flags up, limes in. The season is getting interesting, baby. Catch all the football action with Corona Sunday at noon at Riveters in Tampa, and then Sunday afternoon at 4 at Diesel's Garage in Palm Harbor. Corona is going to be giving you the chance to score tickets to a Bucks game, including VIP pirate ship access and a custom Corona Bucks Yeti cooler. Visit coronafootball.com for all the details. Corona, it's an exciting time. Now an official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Flags up, limes in. Again, we're going to be beating you over the head with it because we want to make sure that you come out and show out this Friday night. The Bone is taking over downtown St. Pete, courtesy of our friends at Elysian Space Dust IPA. Come through and see myself and Diz at the Galley from 7 to 9. We hope that it will be packed out. We're going to do some rumpy shots. We're going to be taking over the touch tunes. We'll be in the mix. That's for damn sure.
Yes.
And it's going to be an awesome night, all leading up to the final resting place, which is Thirsty First, right there on Central, where Pitbull Toddler is going to be performing. So there's just something, I wouldn't call I'm not a doomsday prepper. Like, I love the idea of people who actually go through all of the processes and plan for the end of the world.
Okay.
My buddy, and he doesn't live here anymore, so I feel like I'm safe saying this. You remember my buddy Jake, who was on the Crowded Table with us?
Yeah, of course.
He was the closest thing that I ever had in my life to a doomsday prepper. And listen what he had done. Dude, him and his brother actually buried guns all throughout like Pinellas Park. Like in like 5 different locations, they had like a gun buried to where if they had to be on the run and were in need of a gun. They also, I'm really mad
Seems
because
safe.
child finds buried gun on playground. But the other thing that he would do was he would stock up on these, I don't know if you've ever seen them, they're big 10-gallon buckets. And they're half rice, half beans.
Oh.
And you get them, and he would have, stacks of them on the wall. God forbid the world comes crumbling down, he would be able to live off of rice and beans. And one year for Christmas, he got us all one. He got us like a survival bucket that was rice and beans. And I don't get mad at my wife very often, but when we moved out of the apartment, she secretly threw away my rice and bean bucket, and I didn't realize it until months and months later, and it made me very, very sad.
What were you going to do? Like cook for a bunch of people? And you're like, where's the rice?
No, it was just nice to have it on. It was just nice to know that God forbid the world comes crumbling down, I could have at least lived on rice and beans for probably, I think it was like a 6-month supply.
Oh, wow.
It was like a 6-month supply of rice and beans. So I really like the idea of being prepared because we can all say, well, that's crazy. You don't want to, why would you do that? And some people take it to a whole other level. They build underground bunkers.
Yeah.
They have you've seen, it's one of my favorite underrated movies.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were going to say.
What were you going to say?
No, I thought you were going to say, did I ever just watch a Doomsday Preppers?
Oh, that show was great as well. But anytime I talk about preparing for something bad, I always think about the movie with Brendan Fraser and Alicia Silverstone.
Encino Man or whatever?
No, Blast from the Past.
Oh, yeah, that's okay.
Where it takes place like in the 50s or 60s. And the dad is Christopher Walken, and he thinks there's a nuke being dropped. So they all go into this bunker that he built underneath their home that was built to sustain them for like 30 years or like 30 years. So Brendan Fraser goes into the bunker as a baby, and it's a whole home. And they had groceries for 30 years, and they lived down there for 30 years. spoiler alert, a nuke was not ever dropped. So they send Brendan Fraser as a young man to go out 30 years later into the world to see what the wasteland looks like. And it's just a really funny movie. And they built that bunker underground, which I don't know. You hear the conspiracy theories that in certain towns there are entire underground cities where the most elite of elite will go if there's a some sort of apocalypse, and they'll be good to go in their underground worlds. But the zombie apocalypse is really something that I don't know how it could happen, but a lot of people do believe that if the world were to end, or if something bad were going to happen, that it would be some version of a zombie apocalypse where people are infected in some form or fashion, and whether or not they want to come and eat you. This says that more than 1 in 10 Americans believe that a zombie apocalypse is inevitable.
Yeah, see, I kind of am on that side of I believe it's possible. Now, I don't think it's Night of the Living Dead and all these what us zombie experts call shamblers.
Oh, what is the shambler from?
They're just like
those are my favorite type of zombies.
The slow walking one.
Yeah, those are the best ones.
I think it's going to be more Dawn of the Dead and 28 Days Later. I think it's going to be more of a rage thing, the rage virus type things, where they're running with all they got, which is the scariest thing ever.
There was another one, underrated one. Was it called The Crazies?
Crazies was a great one.
Yeah, that was the one too, where the people were. They were like that. They were just
violent.
They were violent, and they were run at you. And I can see that. It's some sort of just going crazy where maybe they don't want to eat you, but they just want to hurt you.
Yeah.
Or like take it one step further and to get a little more maybe realistic. What if there was a terrible disease that took over your body and made you sick and made you kind of present like a zombie, and the only goal that you had wasn't to eat people or even harm them, but was to infect them. And all you needed to do was pretty much get them, whether you get your arms around them or you breathe on them or you imagine it's zombies, but the zombies' only goal was to spit in your mouth. They hold you down. Like,
I'm like, what's the smell? Okay.
Yeah. and their only thing they want to do is just make you sick like they are. And then everybody's just sick walkers out there. Were you a Walking Dead guy in the heyday?
In its heyday. I fell off after a certain part where it was just getting,
It really did have its moment, though. I mean, there was a moment in time where that was the biggest show. And I remember when I don't know if you made it this far, but I think this is where a lot of people, I think I've read that after this moment, the ratings fell off a cliff when Negan killed Glenn.
Yeah, that was basically, I think somewhere right after that is where I fell off, where the show kind of it wasn't fun anymore.
Yeah.
It wasn't close to the comics. It was just it was like a soap opera with zombies.
Well, and my big, and I always say this about apocalyptic shows and movies, and I think based on the success of the show, it's kind of true. I think the most intriguing part is when people are realizing and initially going through the thing that's making the apocalypse.
Yeah.
Once everybody is like settled in and the new apocalyptic world is just the world that we live in, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
You've got the challenges of killing zombies and keeping them away, but it becomes more of a soap opera. You're just talking about what's going on in their, at that point, normal life that happens to be existing in the apocalypse. It's right when the S hits the fan and everyone's like, oh my God, they're zombies, and they're figuring it out and it's crumbling. That's the most entertaining period of time to me. Once they've settled into the apocalypse, it's like, okay, we get it. The world's over.
Yes. A good one. I don't know if you've ever watched it. Last of Us.
See?
That's a good show.
I was just about to mention that because I felt like it did the thing that I don't like. I watched
it. Got to the thing,
very quick.
Yeah, it was first episode.
Yes, because that first little bit of the episode, that girl dies.
Yeah.
And that opening first, 20, 30 minutes was some of the most riveting, edge of your seat stuff. And then all of a sudden it's like, here we are. We're living in the apocalypse.
Yeah.
We're burning the dead bodies. This is our life now. And that one lost me pretty quick because of that. I wanted to be more in the early moments of the virus or the fungus or whatever it was, and less about, all right, here we are in the apocalypse, just going day by day.
No, I get that. I mean, I'm kind of the same way. Once you get to a certain point, you go, well, it's not really that, like, there's no stakes here.
Yeah.
You're in a society now, kind of like you said, where it's kind of like, well, we've kind of figured out how to deal with it. So now it's just, like you said, the lives we're living in this post-apocalypse.
Yeah, rather than being freaked out like, oh man, I can't believe there's zombies out there. That's kind of crazy. And then it's just like, the zombies are back today. What are we gonna do? So this list from the New York Post put together the best and worst states to live in during a zombie apocalypse.
Okay.
And I'm going to say this. I'm going to give you the spoiler right off the get. I would have thought for sure, based on the fact that we're surrounded by water on most sides, which gives you an opportunity to escape. And secondly, like the Florida man is a thing. Like we got some rugged individuals down here who are crafty and who can fight and who kill alligators and hunt hogs. And like we just got rugged folks down here in Florida. Florida not on either one of the list, which feels like it feels like a tragedy.
I really thought they would be on the top 10 states you want to be in.
Yeah.
Because like you said, everything you said, and it's kind of like we have all this swampy land that you would think would be easier to escape them because they'd get stuck, you think, and stuff.
Like maybe I'm just thinking off the top of my head, like if we're doing a Walking Dead Florida Man edition, you build some sort of like funnel that like walks all, so you like somehow you lure all the zombies into one area and we're just luring them all into Alligator Alley. And they're all just walking into alligator infested water. But then do the alligators become zombies?
That would add a crappy
that would be
element to it.
That would be unfortunate.
Well, Florida, they were doing good until they turned all the wildlife into zombies.
into zombies. The worst places, not super shocking because they're city centric, they're city slickas and pussified in a lot of ways. No offense if you're from one of these states. Ohio, Indiana, Tennessee, which I'm surprised Tennessee. Like, they've got some backwoods folks you think would be able to handle it. Arizona, Illinois, New York, I get. California.
New York was terrible.
California feels like it should be the worst. Pennsylvania and Massachusetts, Connecticut, and the worst of the worst to be in during a zombie apocalypse, per this study, which was based on survivability, is New Jersey.
New Jersey and New York would be the worst because it's all public transportation. You're funneling through cities that are going to be jam-packed with them. Yeah, they're definitely the worst. Here's my question to you. Who would be your go-to person, the first person you would want to be contacting or find for the zombie apocalypse? And I don't mean loved ones, unless there's
you mean like a famous person?
Well, no,
or like a figure?
Who would just help you the most in this? Because, like, Danielle, obviously you want to be next to her.
She's got
That's her
one,
wife.
yeah.
But, like, what are the skills for her that would help you in that? Probably not a lot. The same way you wouldn't be anyone's really first pick. You know what I mean? So who would be your first pick? Would it be your friend that... the doomsday prepper?
Yeah, but he's also living in Tennessee now, so I don't know how my whole thought would be I do believe that it's success in numbers. So I think you want to get with your people. So it's tough because I've spent an unhealthy amount of time thinking about the first thing that we would do. Like you're sitting on your couch, it's a Sunday afternoon, and then all of a sudden they come on the news and say a terrible virus has broken out all across the country. There are individuals who are infected and they're attacking other people. Don't go outside, do all this. Like, what's the first thing that you do? And my first thought, I think, which is with my heart, is I got to get out to my parents' place.
Okay.
Like, which is 2 hours away, and that's traveling the interstate is probably going to be
hell
and problematic. The Bronco and the 4x4 will help a little bit, but that's my first thought, and that's probably more of an emotional one. My second thought is get out on the water. And I think that I would, I have friends that have boats, and I have a couple friends that have big boats. So I might hit them up and go, hey, who are you letting on the boat? Like, let's get on the boat and let's just, I would think you get as much and as many supplies as you can in the way of food. Yeah. And then you, here in Florida, especially in the Tampa Bay area, you try to get out on the water. So you get on somebody, you hit up Sexy Mark and you're like, hey dude, hit me up on the the yacht. I'll be waiting at the seawall at Vinoy Park. Come scoop me up. And then you just bring all the food that you can, and everybody brings all the food, and you hope that if you can wait it out in the water for a couple months, maybe things will die down, or you'd be able to, you also have to be careful of gas.
No, but I think you hit it on the head. I think the idea is you hunker down, you bunker down, whatever you want to call it, and you wait it out as long as you can until most of the people get off, and then you go scrounge. And you said it, you nailed it right on the head. My first go-to person, and I thought about this a couple of years ago when we randomly talked about this on the podcast, it's Sexy Mark.
Yeah.
It for sure is. He has the boats, he has transportation, he knows the waters. He also is former MI6. He served in, the Queens, whatever, and everything. So he's trained. He has the guns.
Oh, yeah, that's the guy.
He knows how to use them. That's my guy.
He's my guy now, too. Yeah, Sexy Mark, you're my guy now. You're my guy now.
You adopted both of us on this.
It is funny when you think about, what the zombies do. I don't know that there's, I remember there was one element of, actually, there's been a few. I think man, what was the really good zombie movie from the 2000s? Dawn of the Dead.
Oh, yeah,
I
the
love
mall.
Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah.
They all ended up on a boat at the end of that, I believe.
Yes.
And then there was another season of Walking Dead, one of those, where they all got onto a boat. We need some sort of evolution of a zombie story where the zombies swim. And they're just they can just swim forever. So you can be out as far as you want, and eventually
They'll still get you.
they're gonna make their way. They're gonna make their way to you. But the water, at least for now, with the zombies that we have, I think would be would be a pretty good bet. So
Yeah.
anybody that you have in and around the water. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this? Hello,
is it me?
Yeah, you're live on the air. Who are you?
Hey, guys. This is Amy down in Sarasota.
Hey, Amy, how's it going?
Good. Is it too late to chime in on the Halloween candy thing?
No, do tell. We're fully in Halloween mode here all the way around, whether it be zombie apocalypse or Halloween candy. What are your thoughts?
Awesome. Okay, so this is what I did back when my kids were little. We'd go trick-or-treating early as soon as it got dark, and then I'd come home because they were tired out, and we'd sort through the candy and get rid of the stuff that we didn't want and start handing it out to the rest of the kids coming around.
Dude, that's so funny. I was on the phone with my nephew last night, and Danielle was there with me, and they already went and did like a big trunk or treat last weekend.
those.
So Danielle said to him, and I gotta say, shout out to my nephew Trent, who we thought he was gonna like go, oh no, or be mortified. Danielle goes, hey, well, we don't have any candy to hand out here, so will you give us your candy? And we thought he was gonna be like, what the hell? He goes, oh yeah, I'll just give it to my grandma since she's coming out to see you guys this weekend. You guys can give out my candy. So that may be the way to do it, is hit a trunk or treat or some early Halloween deal, stock up there for your candy to give out, and then ultimately just have your kids go out on Halloween night and you give out the early candy. You're on to something there. I think that's the hack.
Absolutely, yeah.
Good one. Thank you
It's
so
called
much.
recycling, upcycling, something like that. You're welcome. Love the show, guys.
We're all just giving each other, everybody.
Never mind. We're all working through things together.
Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
John Senning. Hey, this is George. What's up, Diz? How you doing, brother?
Hey, George. Doing pretty good. How are you today?
Hey, man, it's a pleasure talking to you. Been listening for years. Listen, the moment you said zombies, maybe they infect you by spitting on your face, I thought about two things, and one of them has to do with porn, but that's not the one I was thinking about.
Okay.
Do you remember back in, I'm 60 years old, so I don't know how old you are, but an old movie, and not that old, Invasion of the Body Snatchers. You remember that?
I do know of it. I don't know that I've seen it, but I'm familiar with it, and I'm familiar with the end of it, the big scary scene that everybody talks about.
Okay. They made a new version probably, I'd say, 20 years ago or last 15 with Nicole Kidman, and it's called Invasion. And that's what they had to do. They had to hold you down. They didn't look like zombies. They looked like normal human beings. They held you down. They kind of like spit or sneeze in your face. That infected you. Now, if you started getting sleepy, you didn't want to go to sleep. Because once you go to sleep, you'll then turn into a cocoon and turn into them. And you really didn't know who they were. Everybody looked normal walking around. But it was a pretty interesting movie, man. Pretty damn
I
good.
remember that because the original one, the guy, you just kind of had to go like you just kind of had to make like a scary face and get up in somebody's grill. So yeah, that could be how it all goes down, and that would be scarier because you wouldn't know you wouldn't know who was going to get you sick until it was already happening, dude. This just reminded me, dude, and dude, I listened to a podcast and I'm trying to work through the finer points of it. But do you remember the story that I think the people know the most and remember the most about was the dude down in Miami who ate the guy's
bath
face,
salts,
bath salts thing. So I listened to a podcast a couple years ago about the phenomenon of people who have eaten other people. And that one is the most talked about. But there is another story, and I think I happened upon it. Did I find it? Is this the right one? Yes. And pretty much this podcast was painting the picture that it may have not been drugs. Like they weren't saying that it was a zombie apocalypse or anything like that, but there were talks of voodoo and that these guys had been around certain people, completely different scenarios spread out amongst different people at a time. But this one, this article is from 2022. A judge accepted a plea deal for a man who randomly killed a Florida couple in their garage 6 years ago and then chewed on one victim's face.
Oh, my God.
His name was Austin Horoff, and the story was wild. He was at a dinner at like a TGI Fridays with his family, and he had been like going through some tough times, and he was a little weird, and his family thought maybe he was like hearing voices, but it wasn't crazy. Like he was just going through a tough time. Well, he stands up from the family dinner and he just walks out of this restaurant, and then his family cannot find him. They're like, "Oh no, where's Austin? Where's Austin?" Dude, he starts walking through neighborhoods, and I'll never forget because the details of it were so horrific. This couple was an old retired couple, and they had turned their garage. They were big Jimmy Buffett fans, so they turned their garage into like a bar, Margaritaville vibe. And this dude just goes into their garage and attacked them with something that was sitting on the ground. It was like it was a bat or a steel pipe or something.
My God.
And then ended up eating the dude, and they're interviewing the police, and they could not get this guy off of the dude that he was eating. They tased him, they did all of these different things, and they were like, pretty much they were just painting this picture that it was not drugs, it was something
else,
otherworldly that was going on there. And it's almost kind of interesting if you think about the fact, obviously bath salts and drugs, the most likely culprit, but what if these were just random zombie infections that they somehow were able to just stop in their tracks or never got fully rampant?
I do like a good whatever infected movie or TV show that gives you a good backstory. 28 Days Later was the monkey. Some people, like a PETA group, tried to free this monkey. Turns out it had that virus. It attacked them. It spread. What if the truck that crashed had that monkey on it that
might.
did escape?
Yeah.
And that's how it starts.
They're saying it has, we'll hit it in the
herpes.
joints, but they're saying he's got herpes. He's got herpes.
Why are you putting the monkey's business out there, dog?
Sorry, dude. So I'm trying to see what they ended up finding out about this guy that ate the family's face. I thought it was Cape Coral. Maybe it was further south. Maybe it was like Fort Lauderdale or something. But they said that he had an acute psychotic episode during the attack and couldn't distinguish between right and wrong. That was the thing about this kid. He had no drugs in his system.
Oh, my God.
A drug test. And that was the thing about the other guy, too. You know the bath salt guy?
Yeah.
They didn't find bath salts in his system. But they also, in this podcast that I listened to, said that there wasn't really a test for bath salts because it was such a unique, like bath salts can really be like spice, like fake weed stuff. So there's not, at the time, it was early on, that there wasn't a test for it. When they got him finally and he calmed down, the dude from Fort Lauderdale that killed the old couple, he said that he was fleeing a demon when the attack happened.
Yeah, I'm kind of reading it now. He was 19, when it happened and stuff. Damn, this is crazy.
It was a crazy story, dude.
I don't remember
I didn't remember.
Oh, wait. Did you mention this, that he got mushrooms a few days before the attack?
Yes,
okay,
he did. And he was smoking weed and he had taken mushrooms, and his family said he was doing some drugs. But, I mean, a lot of people out there doing mushrooms. Not a lot of people eating faces.
Imagine you heard on the weekend that I had a great time. Then you go, oh, by the way, he just started eating people on that bus. They're like, what? Like, yeah, not in the sexy way.
Dude, that bus would be a great place for a zombie apocalypse to start.
Yeah.
You're all on the bus, and then next thing you know, you look over, and there's a lady just like gnawing on a dude's neck or something.
That would be a great way to start one of those movies where, like, you think you're just tripping.
Like in a party in a
man,
bus.
it looks like that girl's eating that guy, and you're like, hey, she is.
She is actually eating
Oh, my
that guy.
God.
Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
Hey, it's DJ.
What's going on, buddy?
Yeah, I want to go costume with Kid Rock as a retard, as a big retard.
Okay.
Like he.
Thanks, buddy. I don't know what you're doing, but Senning Show, you're live on the air.
Hey guys, that would make a great movie, Mississippi Monkey. I'd watch it.
I don't know what everybody's up to. I feel like we're in a danger zone. We're going to step aside.
Yeah, good idea.
Nobody's to be trusted around here. Diz is rubbing off on everybody.
Call in with your best accents.
When we come back, I got to hit a little vroom vroom. This weekend on Sunday is the NASCAR championship race, which I'm very, very excited about. And there's something specific that I've repeatedly talked about in regards to the driver that I'm pulling for, that we're pulling for. And I've got the audio that I want to play. We'll do that and a bunch more. So keep it locked to 102.5 The Bone. More Senning Show on the way.
To kill. Time is passing, I'm asking, could this be real? Cause I can't sleep, I can't hold still. The only thing I really know is she got sex appeal. I can feel too much is never enough. You always there to lift me up when these times get rough. I was lost, now I'm
Sign and drive at Furman Ford, Clearwater's big Ford store. If you have found yourself in the market for a new SUV or truck, you need to go see my buddy Bob Murray and the crew over at Furman Ford, because right now during Furman Ford's kickoff the season sales event, you can sign and drive, $0 down payment, $0 security deposit on select brand new 2025 Explorers, Ford F-150s, and those Ford Broncos, which I just got myself one. It is a hell of a ride. If you've been waiting for the best time, you need to go now, because these deals are going to end at the end of this week, October 31st. Furman Ford has a massive inventory of almost 400 new Fords to choose from. And if you find yourself in need of service and you can't make yourself to the dealership, Furman Ford's mobile service will come to your home, your office, or anywhere. Certified techs, genuine parts, and quality work right at your doorstep. Go check them out today. That big, beautiful showroom on US 19 in Clearwater, or at FurmanFord.com. Do let them know that John Senning sent you.
Come my lady, come my lady, you're my butterfly, sugar, baby. Come my lady, you're my pretty baby, I'll make your legs shake, you make me go crazy.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The open mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY.
It's gear up time. Academy Sports and Outdoors is now open in Lakeland. Need a football jersey that says my team is unrivaled and so is my dry rub? We got you. A fishing reel that says, sorry, I can't take your call. I'm at the lake. We got that too. How about a new pair of kicks that scream, I'm not sweating, I'm glistening with confidence. You got it. At Academy, we have all the gear you need for less, because here, fun can't lose. Check out your new Academy in Lakeland off I-4 and Highway 98 North.
My name is Maria. Okay, I lied, it's Mary. But I'm feeling more European after my European-style holiday on MSC Cruises. The restaurants, nightlife and shops in La Galleria, and of course, American touches like a sports bar and water slides. Bellissimo. Okay, this is a problem.
Book now, starting from $229, plus kids sale free. MSC Cruises. Let's holiday. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
It's October, and that means Crunch Fitness has offers so good they're spooky. Right now, join for just $1 plus get 30 days free. With membership started at only $9.99 a month, Crunch Fitness is so good it's scary. No, it's spooky. $1 to join plus 30 days free. Enter code SPOOKY at crunch.com. With world-class group fitness classes, certified personal trainers, and over 500 locations nationwide, join for just $1, get 30 days free. Membership started at $9.99 a month. Go to crunch.com, enter code SPOOKY. Ooh, scared myself. Hurry, offer ends 10/31. Get crunched.
St. Pete, Reggae Rise Up is back. March 12th through 15th with a massive lineup. And tickets are on sale now at reggaeriseup.com. Slightly Stupid, Revolution, Sublime, Iration, Cypress Hill, and so many more, along with the water at Vinoy Park, March 12th through the 15th. Reggae Rise Up is back. Tickets on sale now at reggaeriseup.com.
Mike Calta here for Shark Coast Tactical. Breaking news in Florida. The Second Amendment sales tax holiday is finally here. This is your chance to save big on all things firearms. Looking for a new rifle, pistol, shotgun, ammo? You pay no tax. Get to Shark Coast Tactical now. Don't forget, Will is going to cover your tax stamp fee on select suppressors. The shop is slinging freedom from 10 to 6 daily. Closed on Sunday and open online 24/7 at SharkCoastTactical.com. Shark Coast Tactical's on Bee Ridge Road in Sarasota. Look for them on social media. Tell them Mike Calta sent you.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Coonahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install a Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/radio to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
To get this special radio offer, go to leaffilter.com/radio for your free gutter inspection today and get up to 30% off. That's leaffilter.com/radio for up to 30% off. leaffilter.com/radio. See representative for warranty details. Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ziprecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
You hear Dom on the Mike Calter Show every Tuesday morning at 8. And he has his own show every Wednesday night from 8 to 10. It's the Ask the Dom Show on 102.5 The Bone.
Brought to you by Freedom Bail Bonds. It's time to be your own boss. Come to the Franchise Show, November 1st and 2nd at the Tampa Convention Center. This is Tampa's largest event, showcasing money-making franchises, plus free seminars on how to be a successful business owner. Get tickets at TampaFranchiseShow.com.
Gage Diamonds has a secret for creating something stunning, something forever. It's our skilled ring designers. Tell them about your favorite ring styles. Show them your inspirations. Together, you'll make magic. Schedule your in-person or online appointment. Gage specializes in exceptional lab-grown diamonds. Financing available. Visit GageDiamonds.com. We're engagement's middle name.
Find what you love, love what you find. A Total Wine and More. There's so much waiting for you. Spirits and beer, thousands of wines. Guides in the know and prices so low. It just might blow your mind. You're gonna find what you love and love what you find.
With curbside pickup and delivery available, you'll always find what you love, only at Total Wine & More.
Drink responsibly, B21.
Join Bud Light and 102.5 The Bone this Saturday from 4 till 6 at Cricketers Pub and Restaurant on Bayshore Boulevard in Dunedin. Come watch college football, enjoy Bud Light specials, and win a big screen TV. Visit BudLightFootball.com for details.
Accidents happen in a second. Take a second to call Farah and Farah. Tampa.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Senning Show with your host, John Senning.
You're beautiful, and that's for sure. You'll never, ever fade. You're lovely, but it's not for sure.
Shout out to Nelly Furtado, wherever you are, baby. We love you. Welcome back to Senning Show. I'm John Senning. He's Dizzy. 800-771-1025. Phone lines are wide open. Don't forget, you can watch the program on YouTube. Just search 102.5 The Bone, and you'll see Senning Show is live. Next thing you know, you'll be up in there with all of these Many great folks, some unhinged folks, and everybody in between. It's a perfect microcosm of society. You've got you got a little bit of everything in there. Not Sure DMT. That looks like a new name in there.
Yeah.
Gary Forsyth. There seems to be a major beef brewing in the chat room. Like it is. I've noticed that two gentlemen specifically seem to be constantly fighting with each other.
Oh, that's. I think it's called flirting.
Is that? I don't know what's going on in there, but I'm not here to tell you what you can and can't do in there. It's a free country and ultimately a free forum, but like we're not fighting. Like we're not fighting in this room. We're not pumping you full of energy that should make you want to fight.
We're kumbaya here.
Yeah, so if fighting is what you're into, I would say, maybe take it to your own private chat or message board or whatever you got to do. If like fighting with others is what you're passionate about, it's not really what we are passionate about. So, you're going to do whatever you're going to do, but go. Dude, we teased it yesterday. We never really get to it that much, but it is a par for the course, kind of going along the lines of what I was just getting at with people fighting and being dicks to each other, that Nelly Furtado, had she been not around when she popped back up and everybody saw that she was a little bit thicker?
I would say so.
Yeah, because it just felt like in a moment that like there she was, like nobody had seen her in years, and then she started doing performances and everyone was like, oh my God, look at Nelly Furtado. She's bigger than she was before. I don't see her post, and I'm sure that there's tons of terrible stuff. Everything that I had seen, like as far as articles and people commenting on it, were like, damn, she looks good.
That's
she's definitely bigger than she once was, but she looks good. She's filling it out. I don't know what's the right thing to say, but she's now stepping away from touring and music and the limelight and everything in between because of all of the body shaming and hate that has come her way after, again, I guess her recent emergence as it turns out that she's put on a few pounds, but I think she looks good.
It's funny because in 2006 when she came out, beautiful girl.
Yeah.
I would see her photos and be like, all right, yeah, she's cute.
She could put on a few pounds.
Yeah, right. Now when I see her, I go, damn, I've been sleeping on Nelly Furtado.
Yeah.
She is sexy when she got a little meat on her.
It is funny how, not funny, but like that song I was just playing, I remember hearing that at high school, and it was a very kind of earthy, crunchy, hippy-dippy song. And then the next time we really heard from her was a few years later, and she was on the beat with Timbaland and making club bangers.
All I can do is try. Give me one chance.
This was a great club banger, though.
Yes. That Timbaland beat is fire.
Curious about you. You seem so innocent.
You wanna get in my world, get lost in it.
What is Timbaland up to? Is he like
still making beats and stuff?
He kind of always had like a group of artists that were his people, and now I feel like I couldn't tell you the last biggest Timbaland beat that I've heard that was popular.
That's a good question. I know that, him, Pharrell, Missy, they're all from like that Virginia area. I think they all went to the same school too. And they were kind of putting together music in a group,
I know that it's not true, and you're going to tell me another one. This feels like one of the last biggest songs that he was on the beat for. And that still feels like a long time ago.
No, yeah, I know there's got to
be
another
something.
one, yeah.
But I don't know if there's been anything quite as popular as this song.
I'm going to look it up.
Because, he also was, he helped birth Bubba Sparks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm hearing what you say, but
damn, you might be right.
Is he okay? Like, is he, he does have a song in 2025. Oh, Nelly Furtado. 2025. July 11th, 2025. Adroquete. Notre Dame, Timbaland, and Nelly Furtado.
He was on a lot of stuff. He was on Kanye's Jesus is King album and stuff, it says. But I'm looking for like the last hit.
Yeah. Wait, is this a remix of another song? Feels like it could be. Where you at, Timbaland? Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
Hello?
Hey. Howdy.
Hey, it's your homie Daniel, man.
Hey, Daniel the homie. What's up? Wait, are you the guy that I met before the show today?
No.
Okay.
It's like a week and a half ago or whatever.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Just called to say what's up and say I'm going to try to get out to see you guys Friday night, man.
Yeah.
I hope you do.
Look for Casey Jones, the Ninja Turtle style, like 85 style.
Oh, I would love that, man.
Dude, that's legit. Yeah, we hope to see you, Daniel. I hope everybody comes out. It's going to be a great time.
Equipped with a hockey stick. No.
Hey, you whatever accoutrement you need to make your costume complete, I support it. But it's going to be a hell of a night and a hell of a time, and I hope to see you and everybody out there as we take over downtown St. Pete, buddy.
Word. Hey, much love, y'all. I got to get back to work.
All right, thank you, Daniel. Sorry we bothered you. It's like rushing me off the phone. Sorry, guys, I got to go. I got stuff to do. Senning Show, you're live. What's up?
Hey, what's going on, man? Timberland was just on the getting in trouble a little while ago for doing the whole AI thing. He was on his webcast asking artists to send him material, and then he used the material to make like an AI artist, and that's what his latest thing going on with Timberland.
Oh, I see it right here from June 2025. Timbaland introduces new AI artist. That's very interesting. You would think that as a producer and a beat maker that you wouldn't want to encourage AI. That's
the whole controversy. They're like, you're a producer and you're pretty much taking everything away from the artist and like being real shady.
Yeah,
I would assume the opposite. That if you're a producer,
you produce the beats and then you have the artist to do whatever you need over your beats.
Exactly. AI artists will do exactly what you need, and whatever you type in, he goes, now I got someone who I can work with.
Yeah. It's probably a slippery slope only because you're putting all of your chips on the AI. Because once you've said, hey, I'm not going to use a human being, I'm going to use AI, you may turn off some actual artists who are then like, hey, you're working on the proliferation of AI when we're all trying to fight against it. Thank you for the info. That's very interesting. I'm going to see if I can play this AI artist.
Tata? Is that her? Yeah.
Tata.
I saw him when I went and saw Missy. He performed. Well, he pretended to perform. He did one of those things where you lip sync.
Oh, geez.
I was like, come on, dog. No one believes you're doing this at your age.
Tata to me. All right, so this is
we got in trouble.
Sorry,
already.
no, that's her actual name.
Okay.
This is to me. Yeah, that's their name. All I can do is say the name of the person. I'm sorry.
Got a text from John Brett.
It's interesting that he made his AI artist Asian. I mean, no problem with it, but just interesting that was his direction.
Probably loves Asian culture.
You're gone and you in it. Telling you I'm at my limit. Gotta give myself a budget. How much I'm willing to take.
So that's not a real person. She's Asian. She has pink hair, and she is Tata Taktumi. Well, now we know what Timbaland's up to.
It's smart by him because, like, you just hear a Timbaland beat, you want to dance. So now he just gets this fake artist to go on it, and the amount of hits he could probably make save money.
Yeah, you say that, but the song came out in June, Diz, and you never heard it. So
That's a good point too.
His first hit with Tata Taktumi was not a hit at all. One more call, and then I have to share this audio that I was very excited that NASCAR shared yesterday. Senning Show, you're live on the air.
John, play Misty for me.
What?
Do Halloween.
What? I'm sorry, I totally missed you. I missed what you said. I totally buried your joke. Sorry.
Play Misty for me.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I think that's a psycho thing. You know what that is?
No.
It's from a movie or from a show or something. And
Play Misty for me?
yeah, it's a thing. It's like I think it was a movie where like somebody was obsessed with a radio host and they would call and say that, and then I think they ended up killing him or something.
Oh.
Probably not actually funny now that we think about it. So Sunday is a big day. Obviously, since the beginning of the show and in the last year, I've become a very big NASCAR fan. Haven't missed a race. Have been just glued to all the drama heading into the playoffs, and it is down to 4 drivers this Sunday at 3:00. It's Phoenix, it's Chase Briscoe, it's Denny Hamlin, Kyle Larson, and William Byron. Whoever finishes the best out of those 4 drivers will be the NASCAR champion this year. And Denny Hamlin has been around for a long, long time and has never, ever won a championship. And when I first started kind of talking about my love for Denny Hamlin, it was because of this show Full Speed on Netflix, where they kind of dug into his life and you got to see what he was really like, and specifically his relationship with his dad and this story that his dad told about a cigar, and not the one that Mike Heltz's dog ate. This is a different one. So I thought it was really cool. NASCAR put the clip up on their social medias yesterday and said Sunday could be the day that the glass gets broken. Get ready for the Championship 4 by watching all episodes of Full Speed on Netflix. And this is just a little 1-minute snippet of to get everybody hyped and on the Denny Hamlin train for those in the Vroom Vroom community.
On the ball, Denny Hamlin to the outside. Denny Hamlin looks like he's running a really good, smooth line. Right from the green, it was Denny Hamlin.
He's one of the rising stars of the NASCAR Next-Tel Cup Series. He sweeps at Pocono. Denny Hamlin, the race winner.
Denny Hamlin wins his second Daytona 500.
Denny Hamlin gets the win. He is the new point leader in the Sprint Cup chase for the championship.
You know, fate's going to decide this chase. You know, it's going to happen. Someone's got to have bad luck, and you know, we're in right now. We're just trying to stay there.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Him and Michael Jordan are good friends, and now they're partners. So he pulls up in his Lamborghini, and he reaches down in the side door of it, pulls out this cigar. Michael Jordan signed it for me and wrote me a little letter, says, break it when we win the championship. So I'm supposed to break that thing and smoke that cigar. So I guess that's what I'm gonna do. And I'd give you everything I own. Every car in this garage, a house, whatever, if I could make that happen.
To have the satisfaction of working for it his entire racing career. I would like for him to win the championship, but if he doesn't, it's not meant to be.
No, that will pull at your heartstrings. And now his dad is not in very good health. And I hate to say it, but if he doesn't break the glass and smoke the cigar this season, it's probably not going to happen. And next year is supposed to be Denny's last year anyways. So just a little something out there for maybe the fans that aren't NASCAR people looking for a reason to root for somebody. And at this point, you don't have to be super invested and know much to watch a cool sporting event. I know it's on an NFL Sunday, but the Bucs aren't playing, so there's that. And it's just exciting, man. 4 drivers are in it, and our boy Denny, number 11, has a chance to be a champion. And I do hope, man, what a moment it would be. And now that NASCAR is like promoting it, imagine he wins. Michael Jordan and his dad come out right after he wins. They break the glass, fire up the cigar right there in victory lane. It would be pretty damn cool. I'm super excited.
I'm rooting for them. I want his dad to start the carton.
Yeah, he needs to be. That's the thing. His dad's not well. What if he can't even smoke the cigar? His doctor's like, dude, you can't smoke the cigar.
He's like, I'm gonna do it for my son.
I've got to do it. Got to do it for my boy. Do not go anywhere. When we come back, it's time to fire up John's Joints. Many things to get to right off the bat. I've got something in my head that I can't forget pertaining to lunch meat at the grocery store. Try not to let me forget.
Okay.
Diz has an update on the Sean Daly comments about whose lady parts felt like molten hot lava.
Yep.
And we've been talking for a couple days about this Dr. Oz, the mentalist. He's the guy who can read your mind. I've pulled some recent clips over the last couple days and some of the insane things that this guy can do when it comes to peering into the human soul. We'll do all that and a bunch more with Drew Garabo and John's Joints. Coming up next. Keep it locked to 102.5 The Bone. Wild Fork Foods. You hear me talking about them, but do you really know how great they are? When it comes to variety, it doesn't get any better. Over 450 items, from the traditional stuff that you probably eat during the week, the chicken breast, the ground beef, the pot roast, the pork chops, all of that at unbelievable prices. If you want to get adventurous, do some wild game. Diz and I on Saturday ate some ostrich that was actually delicious. They've got yak, bison, elk, alligator, wagyu cuts, and much, much more. You can get it delivered right to your front door. You can order and pick it up in store or just go shopping, which I recommend if it's your first time. They've got locations in South Tampa, West Chase, and St. Pete on 4th Street North. Check them out today at wildforkfoods.com.
Keep where I'm going, 'cause wind on my back, sun on my shoulder. Don't need no more map.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Stingray Chevrolet presents Calta Cruise 19. And Tiza wants to get you on the boat for free.
Yes, please.
Picture yourself on the Calta Cruise Yes, that's how you win. Head to your local Walmart and find the Tisa display in the pharmacy department. Then take a selfie with Tisa and upload your photo to theboneonline.com. It's that easy. Be a selfie queen, just like Mike Calta. Tisa presents Picture Yourself on the Calta Cruise. Picture it and make it happen. It could be you. Tisa, why spit when you can swallow?
If you ever need our help, we're just a call away. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
Hey, Mr. C, it's me. Well, I just picked up the ring. I actually went to Hellsberg. Thanks for that recommendation. Kate's gonna love that hers is from the same jeweler you got Mrs. C's ring from. They were so helpful throughout the whole process. They even knew your family by name, and the ring looks great. Anyways, I just couldn't wait to let you guys know. Call me back and wish me luck.
Hellsberg, designed with care and craft since 1915. Shop in store or at hellsberg.com.
Hi, I'm Ray from Sun Toyota of Newport Richey. Save big on our entire truck lineup during Toyota Truck Month. Drive a new Tacoma for $279 per month. Plus, you're only 2 clicks away from your best price. Click the button, complete our form, and get our best price instantly. When you make it Sun Toyota of Newport Richey, we make it happen.
Call 800-639-3367 for more details.
Sun Toyota of Newport Richey.
Quitting tobacco isn't easy. The good news is Tobacco-Free Florida is here to help you quit your way. When you call Tobacco-Free Florida's phone quit service, you'll receive one-on-one sessions with a coach who can help you on your quit journey. You may also qualify for free nicotine replacement therapy like patches, gum, or lozenges. Whatever your reason to quit is, Tobacco-Free Florida can help you get started. Call 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW.
Nothing makes sports more exciting than betting on them, and you can do it right now at Hard Rock Bet. I'm talking baseball, World Series baseball. The NBA is back, and of course, NFL football. The Hard Rock Party is on, and you're on the guest list. Sign up and bet $5 on any game, and if it wins, you also score $150 in bonus bets. All you need to do is download the app or simply go to hardrock.bet. It's Hard Rock Bet, offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/radio to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio. HIMS.com/RADIO.
Hi, Attorney Patrick Smith of The Attorney Patrick Smith Show, inviting you to join me on Saturday mornings on 102.5 The Bone, Real Raw Radio, where you can call in with your legal questions. So join us and be part of the show by calling in at 800-771-1025 every Saturday morning, 8 a.m. for The Attorney Patrick Smith Show.
The big 000 is here at Ken Ganley Kia. 0% financing for 60 months, 0 down, or 0 payments till 2026. We've got over 1,200 Kias on sale with low prices starting from just $19,988. Like a 22 certified Kia Seltos EX. Not $24,000, not even $20,000. On sale, $19,988. Regardless of what you owe, we want to pay it off. Bad credit, no credit, negative equity. If you earn at least $500 a week, we want to say, yes, you're approved at Ken Ganley Kia, Newport Richey on US 19. Home of 0%, 0 down, or 0 payments till 2026. Online at KenGanleyKia, NewportRichey.com. Rebates assigned to dealer 25 Sorrento APR 1667 per month per 1,000 financed. 90-day deferred payment through Ally Bank plus tax, tag, title, and doc fee on approved. Credit through KMF expires 11/3/25.
What's the Anajar Levine difference? When you're injured in a car crash, we focus on your case so you can focus on the one thing that matters most. getting better. I'm Glenn Levine with Anajar Levine. We'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call our legal team right now for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. We'll help you take back control of your life. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
Main office, Tampa.
This hour of Senning Show is brought to you by Hawkins Service Co. One call handles it all.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, back to Senning Show. It's time for John's Choice with your host, John Senning.
Thank you. Far too kind. Yeah. Ready? Let's go. Can I get an encore? Do you want more? Cook and roll with the Brooklyn boys. So for one last time, I need y'all to roll. Yeah. Now what the hell are you waiting for? After me, there should be no more.
Welcome back to Senning Show. Sending this one out to our homie Chase, who's been helping us out with social media. He put it on my mind. He posted it and said, the greatest collab. I forget what the parameters were, but something about it being one of the greatest collabs of all time, and I don't know that he's wrong. Welcome back to Senning Show. I'm John Senning. He's Dizzy. That is the host of Drew Garabo Live, Drew R. Garabo. Can you think of artists from different genres that did something together?
Of course.
Yeah.
That is on this scope?
No.
Yes.
No, this is the GOAT.
Oh, you think you got one?
There's two of them that come to mind. The Aerosmith and
Run
DMC.
Yeah.
That's probably the GOAT for me.
It is.
Second for me, the D-Generation X song.
Oh, was with Run DMC on it as well? Was there another rock band on that? Or was it just the I wasn't sure if it was like the WWE band. Those are pretty good. The thing about those were one-offs. This was an entire album where they reimagined and incorporated songs from both artists into one album.
Yeah, this is on another level.
Yeah,
a close second, though. Clearly, you've never heard LL Cool J and Brad Paisley's Accidental Racist. What a gem.
Dude, that is something. Oh, something else popped into my head. Oh, I was going to say, and this doesn't even work at all. It doesn't. It's not even worth mentioning. I was going to say Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson, but that doesn't count.
No.
That was just pretty much a duet.
Yeah, there's one that's on my mind that I'm trying. Public Enemy and Anthrax doing Bring the Noise together.
That one's a big one.
Classic.
I say this all the time. In the world of the genre-bending music landscape we live in, it feels like people could be clamoring for more like rock, rap. Even there's not even tons as big as country is right now. I don't know that there's tons of overlap there. We could probably get away with that. I don't know. Big X the Plug is on a bunch of country songs now too, which I guess kind of sort of works a little bit.
Shabuzi.
We had a couple things that we wanted to hit on in this first segment. I'm going to start rattling them off before I forget about them. First, Diz got a message from Sean Daly to clarify whose underloins actually were like hot molten lava.
All right.
So I told him to save it, and I don't know the answer yet. So I'm curious what his response was. This was in after we talked about thinking that it was JoJo that he was talking about after they went on a date many, many years ago.
Yeah, so I tagged him in the thing I put on IG, and he said, I know all about slapping the lava, and he put a fire emoji. And I said, I heard you referred to JoJo or Kayla, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And he said, the story's taken on mythic parameters. I was at a bar
Such a drama name.
I was at a bar with a certain lady. We were getting hot and heavy, and she referred to her bathing suit area as an inferno.
And it wasn't either one of them?
And he said, I'll let the mystery be.
It was either JoJo or Kayla that referred to their bathing suit area as an inferno.
It is interesting that if it was JoJo, she wouldn't remember that. I would think that if you called your own area an inferno, that you so I was just kind of I was just freestyling when I said hot molten lava. That was my interpretation.
I mean, it was volcanic in nature.
Inferno, hot molten lava,
magma,
all of those different things. Well, it sounds like the mystery lives on at least a little bit.
I got to check in with him.
Yeah, we really do. I'm trying to think. We had what did we do with him last?
Fergs.
He was at Fergs.
my cousin JoJo and go, if you had to refer to it as one thing.
As a natural disaster.
As a natural,
yeah. Would it be an earthquake, tsunami? Oh, I've been with the tsunami issue.
A tsunami volcano at the end of the day. Woo! I have the dumbest thing ever that I wanted to bring to light. Sometimes dumb, stupid things bring us much joy.
Oh, yes.
And I know that you like, you like your time at Publix, and you know, you're a celebrity when you go to your Publix. You've had there was Kenneth. Was there somebody else too from the Publix community that I'm forgetting?
Yeah, I know Ben over there at the racetrack Publix.
Yeah.
Shout out to him.
So where shopping is a pleasure, but I have a beef that I'd like to bring to the table, and I'm not looking for immediate reaction, but something's got me down, and it's the dumbest thing ever. Just be prepared. I'm gonna sound like a little whiny bitch, but it's something that I just wondered if anybody had ever thought.
Okay.
So I forgave Boar's Head for almost killing people.
Nice
I forgave them, for their facilities not being up to par. And I moved on. I still get the sodium-free roast beef. I like the picante provolone. Sure. I like these things. But here's where they get me. So you ever go around that deli area and you see the spot that's the Boar's Head display where they've taken the meat and they've cut it in the deli, pre-packaged in these really, really nice Boar's Head bags that they're Velcro is what they are. It's
Ziploc.
No, it's Velcro.
Wait, what?
Velcro.
You
think I brought this whole thing to the table and didn't have my facts down straight? It's Velcro. Those bags, the prepackaged Boar's Head bags, are futuristic Velcro on the bag, and it's awesome because it keeps it so fresh and it's so tight, and it's just it's a Boar's Head bag, everything about it. So if I don't plan and I don't put any thought into the lunch meat that I want to buy, you give me the beautiful Velcro Boar's Head bag. If I order online or I take the time to walk up to the deli to get my Boar's Head meat cut fresh, you give me the lame-ass breaks on a moment's notice, little black slidey top thing
that just opens on both ends.
So why are we rewarding people who may have not even had any plans to buy Boar's Head and they just walk by the display and go, I guess I'll take a half a pound of roast beef? I have planned, I've prepared, I've gone to the deli, I've asked them for what I wanted, I've waited, and yet I'm rewarded with honestly a piece of garbage bag that my meat and cheese is now left in. And it all happened last night when I went to take it off and the little plastic wrap got stuck in the little black movie thing, and then it just popped right off. So I've got no protection now, a fresh pound of roast beef just flapping in the wind with air going inside of it, while some dickhead who didn't even know that they were going to get roast beef just scooped it off a shelf, and he's got the high-tech Velcro contraption.
This isn't going to make you feel any better about it, but I think I know why they do it. When they do customer surveys, I imagine people score Publix lowest on the amount of time they have to wait at the deli counter for people to cut their meat.
Yeah.
So in an effort to kind of circumvent that, they offer the Boar's Head in a more attractive wrapper so that people aren't like, oh, I need to wait for my summer sausage or garlic bologna. I'm just going to grab it from Go, and I get this cool-ass Ziploc bag. But you're right to be upset because you should be rewarded for getting it fresh
just like
cut.
I've sought out the Boar's Head. You know what I mean? Like I've gone through the rigmarole of either ordering online, which I often do, planning ahead, and it's like, here you go, thank you. And not to mention, I'm buying more quantity. Like I don't think they do more than like a half pound in those bags.
You're committed to the brand more right now.
I'm committed to the brand. I'm buying more quantity. And they're like, thank you for your Boar's Head service.
Here's a lousy bag.
Here's a bag that might barely keep your meat alive.
Yep. Yeah, you're right to be upset. You're John Senning. You go in there with your swinging D and you flop it right there on the counter.
I'm not trying to swing a D. I need the people in the Boar's Head community to know that is an oversight at the very least.
Playing devil's advocate, do you think them at the marketing thing go, well, we already got you in bed with us. We need to impress the people that are in bed.
Oh, sure.
So give them the
There's
better.
a little bit of that.
Yeah, the devoted customer gets screwed.
There's a little bit of that. I did just realize I could just save my Velcro bags. I mean, but you know,
why should you have to do that?
Why
it's got the residue of leftover meat.
Exactly, but just been on my mind.
No, it's. I'm glad you brought it to the table.
Thank you,
Diz. Do you know about my saga with ordering online cold cuts at Publix?
No,
it's one of my proudest yet most shameful moments. I discovered that when you order online cold cuts for pickup, you can leave any name that you want.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
So did I. You and I are children.
Yes.
And so I would push the envelope. Went through every name from Harry Bush to Phil McCracken to Hugh Janus.
I love it.
Right. Well, I noticed that they would not allow me to enter the first name Dick. I wanted Dick Gazinia. I wanted Dick Slammin. I wanted Dick Hertz. They would reject it every time I would try to enter the name Dick. So I was like, well, this is unfair because there are legit Dicks out there.
What's up with the Richards?
Right. Like, what if you're a Richard who goes by Dick? You can't get your name?
Yeah.
So to point out the ridiculous hypocrisy of that, I started pushing the envelope a little bit, and I entered in the name Wiener McTesticles. That's W-I-E-N-E-R, McTesticles, and it took
it. went through?
Well, unfortunately, that's not where the story ends. I went to retrieve my cold cuts at the neighborhood Publix.
Oh, they were waiting.
I was looking through, and I'm looking at the names, and I don't see my order, even though it was an hour past the order time.
Your fingers tell me there was a Rolodex of meat that
There
you were
were
flipping
quite a
through.
few meat that I was
It was the
looking
Dewey
through.
Decimal System.
It
of
was
meat.
0.0001 nonfiction, and then I didn't see Wiener McTesticles anywhere, so an older lady came over and she said, "May I help you with something?" And I said, "Well, yes, I don't see my order."
Oh, no.
And she said, "What was the name?" And immediately I was like, "It's Wiener McTesticles," and she said, "Just a moment." A very, very scornful look on her face.
Had it even crossed your mind that was a possibility at some point that you'd be faced with an employee that you'd have to give the name out loud to?
No.
I would have lied about Chad Smith.
Yeah, the drummer from the Chili Peppers. So I turned and ran because she was going to get a manager. She's like, "Oh, you're going to have to speak to a manager." And I was like, I didn't want to get thrown in public jail. So I headed for the meat department. I'm just like, oh, my God. And I knew the meat manager there, Jesse. He's a listener of the Bone, great guy. And Jesse comes out. He's like, "What's wrong?" I explain the situation to him. He goes, "Oh, my God." He goes, let me
go retrieve your meat for you.
So he goes and he comes back with the deli manager, and the deli manager's laughing his ass off. And he goes, I couldn't have that name there because there are mothers with children who shop here, and they're going to be like, "What's up with Wiener McTesticles?"
The same lady that called would see that and go,
Exactly.
Who does this guy think he is? Trying to be funny
I was
in the world.
recently looking through meats at your Publix.
Are you making fun of Irish people now? And so I don't do it any longer. I don't eat cold cuts, but
that's too bad.
It brings up the interesting question of who, the Dicks.
Well, but there was a victory for the Dicks because they then allowed me to be a Dick.
You think that was a Publix corporate policy that you broke through on?
Yes, I was the Jackie Robinson of getting Dick names.
Look at that! Look at it! Make it change to the community. I didn't realize all these dramatic things are going on in the deli. But
My homeboy could not get into, he had to go visit this apartment complex because his last name was Skeet. And as soon as he put it in, they go, "No, why would you? We're not allowing you in." He had to go talk to them in person.
They're like, "Skeet, Skeet,
yeah,
Skeet,
all you Skeet, mother."
Man, that's some people got names.
People do have names, and you got a lot of audacity if you go by Dick. Like if you're Richard and you're living your life as Dick.
Oh man, what if my friend Skeet's first name was Richard?
Dick Skeet.
Oh my God.
Dick Skeet? Yeah. Dick Skeet?
Dude, in this building alone, we've had Dick Raines and Dick Ring.
Did we really?
Oh, yeah.
Real quick, because I thought I saw stuff and jokes being made, but you guys were briefly telling me before we went on air that it was not a joke. So ICE, the immigration people, they were here today.
They were staging in the Dunkin' Donuts parking lot.
We don't know what they were actively do we know if they were going after workers or were they going after people in the community?
Yeah, I think they were. From what my sources tell me, and my sources are pretty reliable, they were going into the apartment complex across the street.
ICE is going to break down your door.
Nolan, watch out!
I heard it in a song before, and what do you know? It's actually happening. A programming note: today is Jacob 2-Time's birthday, and at 4:00, there's some special stuff that's going to happen. You know that he already appeared on the station today. Did you hear?
I saw on the Facebook page that he called Johnny B and JoJo. That's so cool.
Dude, it is funny, but when we get him on, and God knows he's not listening right now, we have to find out what his beef with JoJo is. You know how Jacob is with women, right?
Yeah, he loves all of them.
Dude, so he goes on there, and I was listening, and he did not acknowledge her once. And then she repeatedly kept saying, he clearly hates me because he's not even acknowledging that I'm here. And he did not say a word to her until the very, very end. She said something like, "Why do you hate me?" And he's like, "Oh, I don't hate you." But he had nothing for JoJo. And it was very, very, very bizarre.
Maybe he's a big Doug fan. He's like, "Did my boy Doug wrong?"
We got to have JoJo in it for it.
Yeah, I don't know what has happened, but it was bizarre because she said it. They had him on the phone for a good minute. And as soon as she got up, she's like, "Oh, you haven't even acknowledged me yet." Totally, just did not say a word. He was obsessing over Brittany, which that did give me an idea. I don't know if you guys remember.
I don't think I've ever known.
Either way, he was all about hunting down Brittany because they all the thing that radio company does. They let a bunch of people go.
Sure did.
Needless to say, it'll be fun to celebrate his birthday with him at 4, and we've got some special stuff planned for him too that I'm sure is going to make his day.
Oh, it will. Some blasts from the past. What a special dude he is. And then at 4:45 today, I'm debuting a new segment that I can't believe I didn't think of before today called, ready for this? Bon Appetit. Food reviews here on Drew Garabo Live.
Okay, food. I didn't know if it was like food and if it was like a bone. I don't know what I thought. Bon appetit. That makes tons of sense. How has nobody done that yet?
I don't know. Yeah. That's what I thought of last night. I'm like, how have we never done Bon Appetit?
You're a damn genius.
Thanks. Thanks.
You just call him Mom?
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
That's the only person who's ever called me a genius.
Yeah, dude, I was going to say, I was like, dude,
Thanks,
and she didn't even go to college.
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah.
Give me those.
If you're out there, I'm so sorry. I'm so
she's
sorry.
crying
Yeah,
right
I know.
now.
I know it's a horrific memory for everybody, but I don't forget the Garabo family legacy.
God, you don't. That's amazing you remember that.
Shout out to Uncle Fred. John's Joints being brought to you by MarijuanaDoctor.com. 40 locations throughout the state of Florida. If you've not gotten your medical marijuana card, what are you waiting for? The dispensaries are stocked full of amazing products. The flower is better than it's ever been before. THC content's well over 30%. Vape cartridges, you just hit until you're done with them and you throw them away. Everything you're thinking about and more is out there. You just need to get legit, and you book your appointment at marijuanadoctor.com. Use the code BONE30. That's going to get you $30 off the initial certification, some of the biggest savings going on in that entire space, and you'll be certified same day, going out there, stocking up on some pre-rolls. Like, there's just nothing better than walking into an establishment and leaving with packs of, 10 pre-rolled joints that you can just fire up at your own leisure, but you need to get your card. Go now. It's marijuanadoctor.com. Use code BONE30. So yesterday or the day before, we went down a little rabbit hole and started talking about the Mentalist guy, the Oz Perlman. And I don't know what he's pushing or what he's selling, but he's everywhere right now. And he did, I got a couple different clips I want to share, but the first one, which is very interesting, where I alluded to the other day, where he talks about how he kind of does what he does. And he went on 60 Minutes, and to hear the way he speaks about it, it's actually terrifying. And you can't tell me, like, this guy's impressive, but you can't tell me this isn't being used at the highest level of government and in other places in our society. If one man can do this, somebody's using it for evil.
Oz is the first to admit his act is based on one big lie.
The lie is that I can read your mind.
You're sitting here today telling me you're not mind reading.
That's correct. And it's funny because some people, even though I go to great extremes to tell people that I am not a psychic or supernatural, I have people that come up to me after shows who are at the highest level where I can't say names because I don't want to embarrass people.
Say names.
Of like CEOs of major Fortune 100 companies who have called me and say, can you help me on negotiating a deal soon?
So you're going to tell me how you do this?
I'm not going to tell you. That doesn't do well for my job security.
But he does drop hints. Oz says he studies body language to read what's going on in someone's mind.
I can always see it when someone's eyes shift. Also, the lingering hands in pockets, always indicator of another guy. Guy-to-guy interaction. Is it a guy? Of course it is. I'm getting you to make very specific choices. Right? In my show, I guess a lot of things such as numbers, such as words, such as names, things that have seemingly an infinite amount of possibilities. But do they? No. I've figured out how to kind of take a piece of information that seems too impossible, I can build up in a big way, and create a lot more of a limited subset than you think.
Is it deception?
When I perform, I explain to people what I'm doing. I like to leave breadcrumbs along the way. If you feel like you know a little bit, then you're hooked. Now you're intrigued. It keeps getting in your brain. It cycles over and over. It drives you crazy.
Just the specificity. Is that the word?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Specificity in which he's able to do these things is what blows my mind. Like it's not like figuring out a name. Like, you're telling me that somebody can do something with their eyes that would lead you to be able to guess an exact name. Like, even if you feel like you could do it, how is he doing it with such a success rate? It really is absolutely, between magic and everything and hypnotist and all the things that live in that space. I think this guy is doing the most impressive thing that I've ever probably witnessed ever before.
And he can do it with strangers, which is so interesting because I feel like I know you guys very well. If I were to ask you to think of some random there's no way I'd be able to guess. And I know you dudes. I talk to you every day.
Let's try it.
All right.
Random celebrity?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, let's see. Okay, your eyes shifted and your hands went down to your pockets. So that tells me it's a guy. Kanye West.
No, it was a girl. Damn it.
I'm going to get, can I do it?
Yeah.
Rihanna.
Now
I'm just kind of.
You were
but
closer.
I also know you. You know what I mean? I know you. I know you in a way that is like I think you should be just guessing.
It was
things
Halle
that
Berry.
I wasn't
so fine.
I wasn't doing her up. So I wanted to share just one clip of him getting somebody, and this is Tom Brady and Gronk, and the way that he spins this around on these guys, it doesn't make sense. Like I don't believe that they're in on it, but that was the only way that you'd be able to do this.
That's the craziest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Is there a 4-digit code used for things?
Yeah.
Would he know? Would anybody here know it?
No.
Think of that code and imagine that right now a football player walks in this room. Everyone write down the name big. Somebody that used to play ball. First and last name. Tom, turn it around. Who did you pick? Larry Fitzgerald. And Gronk, you also had. Show us.
So he flipped around the board.
Yeah.
He knew that Brady picked Larry Fitzgerald. He wrote Larry Fitzgerald on his board.
Does he do a podcast with Larry Fitzgerald?
What's the deal, Gronk? Eric Dickerson?
Eric Dickerson.
Hold up. We were in sync. You thought of another code, a code you use all the time. Is that right? Am I right? Tom, think of the first number of that code.
Yeah.
Think of the second number. Similar reaction. Same two numbers, aren't they?
Yeah.
A 1 and a 1, isn't it? And then the next numbers, look at me, 2 9. 1 1 2 9 is your code. But hold up, Tom. Do you know Larry Fitzgerald's jersey number? 11. Do you know Eric Dickerson's jersey number? 29.
1129.
And then Brady holds up his phone. 1129 was the passcode to his phone.
Oh, man.
So I mean, like that's so layered that how could Tom Brady have picked the number ever to start with that would have ended up being the two players that they mentioned in that moment?
I got to be honest. I do feel a little of that, like how is it fixed? But also kind of what you said earlier. Like if David Blaine was going to do something, he's like, watch me tie my shoelace without touching my shoes. I'd be like, that's pretty cool. If someone did this to me, I go, get out of my head.
Right.
This is creepy.
Yeah.
Well, so you said it was fixed. So you think everybody who ever did anything with him ever is paid off?
No, I don't think everybody, but I think he does these high-profile ones and puts them online to show everyone how good he is.
So you're saying like there's probably a lot of duds out there?
Yeah.
Because I just wanted to play this last one because this was really good. And it's his comments after. It's one of his most famous clips when he guessed Joe Rogan's ATM pin code, and it pissed off Joe Rogan.
I think the first number of your code's a 1, isn't it? Your real pin code.
My ATM
pin code.
Why would I tell you that on the air?
In June, O's guessed Joe Rogan's ATM pin code, leaving the podcaster befuddled.
How'd I do, Joe? Is that your ATM pin code?
Yeah.
He looked like he wanted to punch you.
I think so.
I'm skeptical because I've got that pin code in the mail.
He's calling his bank right now and being like, yo, do you know this? Has this guy been playing the long game?
Yeah, I don't like that.
O says it's skepticism from the audience that is key to making his
I love it. It's just it's like magic times a million. It's really, really cool. I don't think there's many people that can do it. Because I was thinking when I watched this guy, how cool would it be to experience it?
Get someone like that
in person to be the victim of it. Like I imagine is a weird feeling.
I think there were two other mentalists from like the 70s and 80s Uri Geller, I think, and the Amazing Kreskin. I think they did something similar. They called themselves mentalists and did similar stuff.
I watched one because he's on this tour, so he's doing all sorts of stuff. I watched when he went on the Today Show, and he question because you could think that the question that I'm going to ask you was somehow made because then I would figure out the answer. So there was two journalists and he goes, I want you to think of a question that I would never know of. Think of it yourself. Think of the craziest question that I would never know the answer to and ask your partner. And so he asked his partner, he said, what was your favorite childhood Christmas gift you ever got? And long story short, he wrote down Barbie Hot Wheels, and that's what it was.
That's insane.
I don't know how he does it.
That's insane.
It's something else. It is. It's wild. I did want to.
I would feel like someone is like kind of what you said with the fix. Like soon as that happens, I would go, John told you. John, like you guys work together and somehow there's no way you would just guess a gift without even knowing what the question was. That's insane.
Because he's called her out and he goes, well, something you just did. He goes, I can tell it's a B. He goes, the first letter's a B. And then I automatically went, Barbie Dreamhouse. It's easy because that was every girl's favorite gift. Yeah. And then it ended up being a Barbie Power Wheels, which felt slightly harder.
Who was the dude, John Edwards, crossing over?
Oh, yeah.
Where
he was like talking to dead people and stuff. Yeah, there was the other lady. Remember the woman, their clips pop up of her because she was so just gruff.
Miss Cleo?
No, she was always on Maury. She was like she was super old. I think she helped find dead people. What the hell was her name?
Oh, I think
Sylvia Brown. Sylvia Brown. And she would just casually be like, yeah, your son's dead. You know what I mean? Like, I haven't seen my son in 10 years. Yeah, he's dead. He's dead.
Oh,
he's been dead for years.
You know Fran, the singing psychic?
No.
She used to go on Stern, and we did a couple of phoners with her in Orlando. She was hit by a log truck.
Oh, my God.
And she said it gave her psychic abilities, but she had to sing. She had a guitar. And
she could only tap into it if she sang?
And so she would be like, John, you're thinking about Brody, yeah. It was the weirdest.
It sounds like every song Phoebe did on Friends.
Yeah, that was an easy guess. You got me on that one. Let me hit on this real quick just because it has to do with this weekend, kind of. If you're making plans for Friday night, which you should be, dude, we're getting real deal chill this weekend. FLA had a whole hourly breakdown of what we're going to be able to expect from the cool weather. If you're planning on coming out on Friday night, lows in the 50s.
Stop it.
On Friday night. So when you're all bundled up, I will tell you, if you are going as a slutty nun or a slutty anything, just be prepared to have your thighs a little bit chillier because they're saying Friday night around 8, 9, 55 degrees. Saturday morning, even cooler, 53 degrees. So if you're somebody like me who longs for the cold weather, just know you're not going to have to wait any longer because it's going to be legit cold starting really tonight. It's going to be in the low 60s as we go into tonight.
Good thing we've all got a pair of built-in thigh warmers. Am I right, guys?
Yeah. Between that and the Rumplemints, I think everybody's going to be feeling nice and toasty come Friday night. It's the 1025 The Bone Takeover, downtown St. Pete. Make sure you make plans to come out and see everybody. It's going to be a hell of a time. Don't go anywhere. I got plenty more joints to fire up. We've got to hit on the disease-ridden escaped monkeys, the massive pumpkin attack that took place in Largo, and I've got some wild, if there is such a thing, because they're all wild, road rage audio of a lady strapped up accosting a family who was just walking in the street. We'll do all that and a bunch more coming next on the back half of John's Joints.
When I look outside, doesn't matter if it's raining at all.
You're listening to Senning Show on 1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio is every afternoon with Drew Garabo live 4 to 7. Yeah! On 102.5 The Bone. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
In Hillsborough, crash Gibsonton Drive affecting westbound Gibsonton primarily and the 75 off-ramp to Gibsonton. Bloomingdale Avenue, an accident, and this is a large delay. Eastbound and westbound affected west of Bell Shoals Road at that Bloomingdale Square stoplight. Roadwork delays continue, including Pinellas and the usual areas. Also in Pinellas, a crash Drew Street westbound at North Keene Road. This is Eric with traffic.
Rear-ended by a dump truck. A man suffered brain damage no MRI could detect. Farah and Farah used expert medical evidence to uncover the rare condition and secured $5.7 million. Let Farah cook, Tampa.
Furman Chevrolet in Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 Chevy dealer. What makes us #1? At Furman Chevy Brandon, we say yes. Yes to having Tampa Bay's largest new Chevy inventory. Yes to paying top dollar for your trade. And now, during Truck Month, we say yes to 2.9% APR financing for 72 months on 2025 Silverado 1500 LD for well-qualified buyers. Come see why we are #1. Visit us on Adamo Drive in Brandon or online at FurmanChevy.com. Furman Chevy Brandon. Together, let's drive.
John Senning and Dizzy of Senning Show, known as the kings of chill around these parts. If you don't know, you're about to know about the Kava Social Club in downtown Bradenton, pretty much cleaning up with the Bradenton's Best Award, Best Bar, Best Date Night Spot, Best Live Music, Best Coffee Shop, and they got something going on almost every night of the week. Wednesday, tell them about it, Dizzy.
Karaoke, go sing your heart out. My suggestion, Usher, really pops the crowd.
Thursday, baby.
You think you know it all? Prove it. Got trivia night on Thursdays. Prove that you're the smartest in the room.
Friday.
Open mic night, our favorite, whether you want to rap, sing, tell some comedy, or maybe some snap poetry.
And Sunday, fun day.
Are you a Poindexter? This is probably your night, because this chess club. Be 3, 4, 5 moves ahead of your competition.
Check them out online at thekavasocialclub.com and on all your social medias at Kava Social Club. Kava Social Club, where your vibe attracts your tribe. Boola, baby!
Hi, I'm attorney Fran Hosh. Being involved in a car or motorcycle accident can be stressful. I've dedicated my career to helping accident victims and their loved ones. If you need an attorney you can trust, give me a call today at 866-LAW-FRAN. We will give you a free case evaluation and won't charge you any fees unless you recover money. Give me a call today at 866-LAW-FRAN, 866-LAW-FRAN, or visit me online at lawfran.com. Main office, Palm Harbor.
Let's live more. Whether your dream vacation is about doing it all or nothing at all, you'll find what you love with Norwegian Cruise Line. Be charmed by historic European cities, wowed by the wild sights of Alaska, or calmed by serene beaches in the Caribbean. Wherever you go next, feel free to experience more with Norwegian. Visit ncl.com, call your travel advisor, or 1-888-NCL-CRUISE. Norwegian Cruise Line. Ships registry, the Bahamas and USA.
At Dick's Sporting Goods, we have always believed sport has the power to change lives. Community happens here. Change happens here. Sport happens here. Introducing the all-new Dick's House of Sport, bringing new experiences, new services, and unrivaled selection from the top brands to a new place Brandon can call home. Featuring a track and field, rock wall, a Hittrax multi-sport cage, and 3 golf hitting bays. Dick's House of Sport at Brandon Exchange. Grand opening celebration October 31st to November 2nd.
Galvin here, and I have something you're going to want to hear. Badger Bob Services is now in Tampa Bay. Badger Bob's offers cooling and heating repair, replacement, service, and maintenance. They also do plumbing, water heater installation, repair, and service. Badger Bob Services is the way to go. And Badger Bob's has a 100% satisfaction guarantee that they stand behind. And get this, they guarantee next day installation on cooling systems, or they're going to pay you $250. And with over 100 trucks and technicians on the road every day, they can get to you fast. And Badger Bob's is always hiring. Are you an experienced HVAC technician, plumber, electrician, or customer service rep? Well, if you want competitive pay, a chance to work with people who love what they do, 401k match, and great benefits, just visit badgerbobs.com/careers. Badger Bob's, a funny name, but they're serious about service. Badger Bob's Service is now in Tampa Bay. Just go to badgerbobs.com.
The savings are big at Wesley Chapel Nissan, now under new management. Buy a brand new Nissan for under $20,000 or get 0% financing for 60 months on 3 popular new Nissan models. Plus, getting started is simple. Pre-qualify online at wesleychapelnissan.com and discover your buying power with no impact to your credit. Then shop hundreds of vehicles you've been pre-qualified for. All at Wesley Chapel Nissan, the big Nissan store on State Road 54. For complete details, call 813-540-4062.
Hey, Mr. C, it's me. Well, I just picked up the ring. I actually went to Hellsberg. Thanks for that recommendation. Kate's gonna love that hers is from the same jeweler you got Mrs. C's ring from. They were so helpful throughout the whole process. They even knew your family by name, and the ring looks great. Anyways, I just couldn't wait to let you guys know. Call me back and wish me luck.
Hellsberg, designed with care and craft since 1915. Shop in store or at hellsberg.com.
Look, switching point of sale systems is a total nightmare, right? But here's the thing. Shopify POS makes switching easier. A Shopify POS expert, a real human being, helps with setup and data migration. No need to be your own tech support because with Shopify POS, you get support for free. You'll also get a free card reader and 25% off POS subscription fees. Switching your POS is easier with Shopify. Eligibility requirements apply. To learn more, visit shopify.com/switch now. That's shopify.com/switch now.
I'm Ultima Morgan. Every year, almost 30,000 babies in America are born with birth injuries. It's every parent's worst nightmare. If your child suffered a birth injury, please call our firm to find out if we can help.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers. So we build specially adapted homes at Homes for Our Troops. And thanks to our donors and supporters, this life-changing gift of freedom is provided mortgage-free to these veterans. But we need you to join us, too, in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
While retinitis pigmentosa takes Mark's vision, his family gives him hope, whether at the family business or at home with his wife and sons. He knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, the Foundation Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blinding retinal diseases, providing hope to people with vision loss. And for Mark, winning the fight means being there for his family. The Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, we're winning. Help us end blinding diseases at fightingblindness.org.
Bud Light, the official beer of the NFL, is sending you to Buffalo to see the Bucs take on the Bills. You'll win hotel and airfare for two, along with tickets to the game to watch the Bills and Bucs clash in Buffalo. Just register by scanning the QR code anywhere you enjoy a Bud Light. Hurry, registration ends on November 3rd.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah.
Tampa. Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Toyota.com. I'm meteorologist Jim Weber in the Sky Tower Weather Center. Scattered clouds around for this afternoon. A pleasant afternoon. Daytime high of 80 degrees. Then tonight, we have a cold front heading our way. We'll see a few showers early this evening. That rain chance about 20%. Then turning drier. Overnight low into the low to mid 60s. And then as we head into Thursday, variably cloudy skies, windy and drier. Those daytime highs only climbing back up into the low to mid 70s.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Senning Show with your host, John Senning.
What a night for a dance, you know I'm a dancing machine. With the fire in my bones and the sweet taste of kerosene. I get lost in the night so high, I don't wanna come down. To face the loss of the good thing that I found.
Welcome back to Senning Show. I am John Senning. He is Dizzy. That is Drew Garabo. Drew Garabo Live coming your way in about 20 minutes with the celebration of Jacob 2 times. It's his 40th birthday. Special guests, special surprises, special things to celebrate our buddy. So make sure you keep it locked to the bone like you should every single day, all the way up until 7 o'clock tonight. John's Joints being brought to you by Bubble Down Car Wash. Those long wash tunnels, spacious vacuums, and amazing staff are going to make you feel like you're at home every time you go and get your car clean, which you can do as much as you need if you go with that unlimited plan. A lot of things working against you in the state of Florida that might keep your car dirty, but with the unlimited plan at Bubble Down, you can ensure your car will be clean. Locations in Tampa, Brandon, Riverview, Wesley Chapel, Palm Harbor, and Spring Hill, with a bunch more coming soon. Get in today and you will have the cleanest car in town every time you buy Bubble Down. Man, this story is just, if there was ever a story just made for the joints, this one's damn near it. A truck hauling 21 monkeys to a testing facility in Florida overturned in Jasper County, Mississippi on October 28th, 2025. According to the Jasper County Sheriff's Office, the accident occurred on I-59 near the 117-mile mark north of Heidelberg. They said 6 rhesus, not like the Reese's Pieces, rhesus monkeys from Tulane University escaped. My first question is, if you have disease-ridden monkeys, how are you not keeping them in cages that if they fall out of the truck, the monkey doesn't just run and die? Like, it doesn't seem that far-fetched that you get like a strong metal cage with a lock on it. So even if it goes flying out of the truck, you don't have diseased monkeys running roughshod all over wherever they land.
Did we not learn anything from the movies Outbreak and Contagion?
Absolutely, which clearly we didn't. Officials said 5 out of the 6 monkeys that escaped were destroyed. Does that mean They were destroyed. Well, I know what it means, but destroyed in the accident or destroyed? It sounds like they were destroyed after the fact.
I think they would have perished in the accident. They were deliberately destroyed.
Is there not a better word we can use? Like
destroyed monkeys.
Unalived or something? We have been in contact with an animal disposal company to handle the situation, officials say. The Mississippi Department of Wildlife also responded to the scene. Authorities are searching for one monkey that's still on the loose. Neighbors should not approach the monkey. If they see the monkey, they should call 911. Authorities said Tulane had been notified and will send a team to pick up the surviving monkeys on October 29th, 2025. But they said they were all destroyed.
Yeah, I think that's a lie.
It says surviving monkeys. It should say surviving monkey, and we don't even know where that monkey is. Non-human primates at the Tulane National Biomedical Research Center are provided to other research organizations to advance scientific discovery. The primates in question belong to another entity and are not infectious. We are actively collaborating with local authorities and will send a team of animal care experts to assist as needed.
Man, so there's one disease-laden monkey out there.
Yeah, but I read they were herpes monkeys.
That's what I read.
I heard herpes and hepatitis.
So does that mean that
Herpetitis, if you will.
monkeys? So that they're saying that was fake news.
It wasn't herpes?
Well, no, they're saying
they're gonna sue.
Oh, dude, I gotta tell you, news in this country is such a debacle. You just search missing monkey, top 2 stories from exactly the same time, 22 hours ago. Monkeys on overturned truck were not infected with hepatitis C and herpes. Story right next to it. Aggressive herpes-infected monkey on the loose after truck flips on highway. This one was a little more recent. Lab monkeys initially believed to be carrying hepatitis C, herpes, and COVID. This one
COVID,
had
man. He's going through it, that monkey.
Poor guy.
Dude, it kind of makes me think about. It kind of makes me think about that discussion we had earlier this week or late last week about the human rights of there's some sort of rights that we would give primates. If not rights, can we not just inject them with terrible diseases? Like, even if we're not going to give them human rights, can we just not do that to them? Like, just give them diseases just to poke them and mess with them?
Well, I feel like maybe they're trying to come up with a cure for hepatitis or herpes.
Well, of course they are, but I mean, at what cost?
Monkeys.
Yeah.
The cost of monkeys.
Clearly. A couple monkeys lost here and there, I guess, is no big deal.
You've seen 12 Monkeys, right?
No.
Brad Pitt,
No.
Bruce Willis. I think you'd really like that one. Apocalyptic end of the world disease type stuff.
Yeah. A thriller? Would you call it a thriller?
I would call it a thriller.
I feel like I went through all of my 90s, early 2000s thrillers when I was on that big kick that I'm always looking for. Oh, man. Dude, there's a movie. I just watched an interview with Quentin Tarantino, and they asked him his favorite thriller of all time.
Oh, I think I saw the same thing.
And he was like, my brothers, I actually think it's... That's not what he said, but...
I love the film. What did he say? It's like a movie from the 60s or 70s?
No, I don't think it was that old. Favorite thriller. But it had somebody weird in it. Was it Jeff Goldblum? Die Hard, the Bird with a Crystal?
No.
Rolling Thunder.
Battle Royal.
These aren't jumping out to me.
You say Quentin Tarantino's favorite thrill is subjective and varies.
I think it was
depending
The
on
Getaway.
context.
Oh, that sounds familiar.
Yeah. From 1972.
Well, who was it?
Corey Haim.
No, this one, I want to say was Jeff Goldblum.
Road Games? We're just naming.
We're never going to get to the. We're never going to get to the. I thought it was going to be an easy answer, and it was just going to pop up, and that was going to be that. But I think I found. Oh, there it is. It was on with Two Bears, One Cave, and it is the. I'm going to look it up so I can tell you, Drew. I'll be curious to know if you've seen it.
Blowout.
It is 1987, and this is. I have to watch this because this really does seem exactly up my alley. The Bedroom Window. 1987. Leading man. Steve Guttenberg.
What?
Dude, Terry Lambert is sleeping with Sylvia, the wife of his boss. One night while in Terry's apartment, Sylvia witnesses a man assault a young woman on the road below. Not wanting to reveal her affair with Terry, she keeps quiet. Terry instead steps forward trying to help nab the criminal. However, he never saw the suspect, and when his lies are uncovered, the police begin to suspect his motives.
Gutenberg in a thriller.
The Bedroom Window. That was the one that he mentioned.
Huh.
Who would have thought?
Man, the Goot's a great actor, by the way.
Yeah.
Police Academy, Cocoon.
Oh, yeah.
Short Circuit.
Oh, dude. Disassemble, Stephanie.
I don't know if this is hate speech, but I get him mixed up with, we had him on the show back in the day, and he was in that great comedy, Riser.
Oh, Paul Reiser? Yeah, I can see
Maybe
that.
they just have similar hair at the end of the day.
They got like a Jufro going on.
Dude, that's a good movie if you ever want to watch, or a good show if you're ever looking for something to watch, is The Reboot. I think one of the most underrated flash in the pan shows that popped up that was really, really funny. It's got Peele.
Jordan Peele, yeah.
Yeah, one of them. Jordan Peele in it. And, he's the funny guy, and the other guy's now making horror movies.
Yeah.
And was really, really, that was a great show. You never finished it.
I didn't, and Reiser was so good with us. Remember how funny he was?
Oh, my God. And I don't think I had seen the show when we had him on, which was such a bummer because it's a really good show. By the way, last night, I don't know if you know, did you watch Chad Powers?
No, I got to watch the new episode and the Chair Company.
It's the season finale. That was the season finale.
No, it's not.
I didn't know until I watched it.
It's only like 5 episodes in.
6 episodes.
Oh.
Dude, I will tell you, though, this is a great freaking show.
You watched it?
Dude, I watched it. It is. This episode was emotional, hit you with swerves, hit you thinking you know what's going to happen, and then it doesn't happen. Drew, you are going to love it.
All right, give me the plot again.
The plot is stupid, but it's so Glenn Powell, stud, sexy man. He was a quarterback for, I believe, Oregon, and they were going to win the national championship game. Time was expiring. All he had to do was score a touchdown, which he was about to do by running the ball, but he did that old gag where he dropped the ball right before he crossed over. Lost the game. They picked it up. They lose the game. He ended up getting into a fight with a parent on the sideline who was the dad of a cancer patient. He pushed the dad. The cancer kid flipped over in his chair. He's like #1 villain. So all these years later, he's miserable prick. His dad,
a crypto bro.
Yeah, he's like a crypto bro, and his dad happens to be a makeup artist for Michael Bay. So he gets into his dad's makeup and comes up with a character, and then goes and enrolls himself in a college to be a football player. It's done by ESPN and the Manning brothers. It's really, really good. Steve Zahn, that's the guy's name, right? The coach.
Yeah.
Steve Zahn is the coach of the football team. And it's really, really good. It's
Omaha
exciting.
Productions, that's what they call it.
Yeah, I loved it. And, and the episode last night might have been the best one yet.
I found out my baby mama loved the movie Friendship too.
Oh, Friendship was it's so weird. It's fun now to go back and watch clips of it. When you're watching it, like you don't know what you're fully experiencing.
Yeah.
But when you go back and watch the clips, it just makes you realize how funny it is. Do you remember the clip or the scene where he goes into the garage and he's in the garage on his drums and they're having like the house party.
Yeah.
And the guy comes in there and starts like talking to him.
Oh yeah.
Dude, so they did like 30 different versions of that scene. So when you get it on DVD or whatever, they have like 30 different versions, and some of them are like 25, 30 minutes long. That's like his best friend, and he was in Detroiters and has been in other stuff, and they're just the dumbest, like probably completely unrehearsed scenes ever. But Tim Robinson is just a
genius.
He's just something. And that Chair Company is something else. The new episode this week too gets even weirder.
I'm so behind on it. Sports are back, so it's hard for me to watch. Like, every night's either a hockey game or a basketball game.
Yeah, dude, Bolt's looking good, by the way. Bolts are back. Great. I think that I heard the debate last night with that lady who was calling in. Is the monkey off the back? The monkey's off the back.
Oh yes.
I mean, I think the monkey off the back doesn't mean you're back. It just means the monkey's off the back.
Yeah, we've won 3 games in a row.
Yeah, and that counts for something.
Yeah.
Not for nothing. It was when my boy started the podcast.
After I drank I drank all of the Black Eyed Pea juice, that was the night that things turned around. Thank you for recognizing that.
I credit Jay Retcher.
Yeah. I was getting there, but I didn't quite get there yet. Last week, a Largo man chose an interesting strategy to cope with his anger, and that was Smashing Pumpkins, and not the cool rock music group that Drew loves. At around 1:15 on October 21st, Aaron Thompson, this guy's got to be Bone Fam, I guarantee it. He made his way to the Target on Almerton Road with his sights set on the boxes of pumpkins the store keeps outside during fall. He was captured on surveillance video selecting pumpkins from the box and smashing them on the ground. An arrest affidavit said he victimized around 80 gourds, doing $472 worth of damage.
Jeez.
Pumpkin's not cheap. Days after the rampage, and I would love to know more about how this went down. Days after the rampage, he returned to the Target. So I don't know if he turned himself in or if they just saw him in the Target, but he was directed to the loss prevention office by the sheriff's deputy. The deputy showed him the surveillance video and asked if he could help identify the guy smashing the pumpkins. And he goes, yeah, that's me, duh. When asked why he did it, it's greatest. I love the honesty. They should just let him off. He goes, someone was messing with me on Facebook and made me mad.
So he went to a Target and smashed pumpkins.
Smashed all the pumpkins. Why Thompson chose pumpkins as the target of his rage remains unclear. Despite being caught on camera, the pumpkin smasher was not very, he did not show much remorse, telling the deputy he went home and went right to bed after he was done. He was arrested and charged with felony criminal mischief. He was booked in the Pinellas County Jail where he is being held on a $5,000 bond.
I know why he did it. The world is a vampire.
Dude, where's Billy, by the way?
They're coming back to Tampa next month, but there's been radio silence from the NWA.
I know. That is so weird to me.
Yeah.
What happened when you went there? Did something happen?
No, it was cool. I think they wanted to do something in studio.
They're looking for more than
I wasn't willing to.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm going to save this audio for tomorrow of a Florida woman who pointed a gun at a family. Like, literally, she was driving down the street like a maniac. They were in her way, kind of in a road in a neighborhood. And she got so enraged, she literally pulls out the gun and points it at the whole family, including the dog. The first person she points the gun at is the dog.
Oh my God! Dog's not a person.
And then agree to disagree. Needless to say, it's people be strapped and they're ready to use.
She pointed at the dog first.
Yeah, first she was like, "I'm gonna kill you."
Oh man,
it was a thing. All right, do not go anywhere. The celebration of Jacob 2 Times kicks off next during Jacob's Jukebox Jeopardy on Drew Garabo Live. You will not want to miss it. Tomorrow, 1 o'clock, the return of the big rig, Pat Maroon live in studio, hoping that we'll be able to procure fried beef raviolis and smelling salts for Patty tomorrow, but we'll see. Either way, it'll be a hell of a time. Thank you, Diz. Thank you, Drew. Do not go anywhere. But first, we got to tell you about our buddy Jeff Borum.
Is Pat a ravioli fan?
He's so the St. Louis, their like delicacy is toasted ravioli, which is funny because I've been doing tons of research and it's actually fried raviolis.
Not toasted.
Not toasted. But here's the thing. Everywhere around here, including somebody we share a parking lot with, they all do them with just cheese. But the way they do it up in St. Louis is like a ground beef ravioli with beef and cheese, and they're not super easy to find. So we're trying to get people that we know in the culinary space to see if they could make them for us.
Oh, there's got to be a restaurant that serves them around here, no?
Maybe.
What dipping sauce, marinara?
I would think marinara.
Okay. Could you set me up for the Jeff Borum ad again?
Yeah. All right. We love toasted ravioli, but the only thing we love more is our buddy Jeff Borum.
Jeff Borum isn't going to find you toasted ravioli, but he is going to help you sell that home and find a new one. How does he do it? He's got a cutting-edge marketing machine that he cranks up to find you qualified buyers.
An option you might not be thinking of if you have your home for sale right now is getting a qualified buyer that already exists, and that buyer would be Team Borum. With their cash offers, you can take all of the stress out of it and get a fine high dollar offer for your home without having to go through the rigmarole of showings and everything else. But if you're going through the full process, you still want Team Borum and Jeff on your side. They know the Tampa Bay area better than anybody else. And like Drew alluded to, they might have a buyer for your home before you even know that you want to sell it. Go with Team Borum.
You want to go with the guy who lives here and works here and grew up here. That's Jeff Borum. Google him right now. Borham. Jeff will give you options, buy your home, sell your home, or rent your home. And there's no risk. He'll let you out of the contract at any time. Google him right now, and you could be packing tonight.
I forgot to say shout out to Just Call Mo DeWitt. Appreciate you making time for us, buddy. Goodbye. Drew Garabo Live coming up next.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. You're not too scared to party, are you? Elysian Space Dust IPA presents The Bone's Halloween Takeover on Halloween night. And you're invited, Bone fam. Come hang with your favorite people from The Bone. Party with the Mike Calta Show at Locals from 7 to 9 p.m. Meet up with JP, Monica, and Dizzy at Where's Jubes from 8 to 10 p.m. Kick it with John Senning and Dizzy at the Galley from 7 to 9 p.m. And get down with Drew and Mo at the Emerald from 8 to 10 p.m. Wear your costume and win. Each show will be hosting a $500 costume contest. And don't be scared to make it to the final resting place, which will be at Thirsty First, with a spectacular performance from the Mike Calta Show Band. Pitbull Toddler at 10:30 p.m. Crawl your way through downtown St. Pete with Elysian Space Dust IPA, if you dare. The Bone Bone's Halloween Takeover on Halloween night.
For more info, go to theboneonline.com.
Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
In Pinellas, US 19 South and North at Alderman Road, a crash, intermediate slowdown. Park Boulevard East at Seminole Boulevard, a wreck there. Pinellas Avenue, alternate 19, still dealing with road work around East Curlew Place. In Hills Road, disabled vehicle by the looks of it, 275 North with 2 right lanes blocked. This is around the Sly Avenue off-ramp. Bloomingdale Avenue eastbound is still nasty. That crash near Bloomingdale Square going to back you up all the way to Watson Road. This is Eric with traffic.
With the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can receive an all-cash offer and move when you're ready. No showings, no open houses, no stress. Call 855-299-SOLD or go to markspain.com and start packing.
80 years of Florida Blue doing good in Florida. Of offering access to affordable quality health care. Of putting people over profits. Reinvesting in member health benefits and local programs. 80 years of navigating health challenges together. Changes to health insurance are here, but our commitment to you will never change. Get resources at floridablue.com/followtheblue. Florida Blue, your health solutions partner. Policies have limitations and exclusions. Florida Blue is a trade name of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Florida, Inc.
Furman Chevrolet in Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 Chevy dealer. What makes us #1? At Furman Chevy Brandon, we say yes. Yes to having Tampa Bay's largest new Chevy inventory. Yes to paying top dollar for your trade. And now, during Truck Month, we say yes to 2.9% APR financing for 72 months on 2025 Silverado 1500 LD for well-qualified buyers. Come see why we are #1. Visit us on Adamo Drive in Brandon or online at FurmanChevy.com. Furman Chevy Brandon. Together, let's drive.
Is your financial advisor offering you up to a 30% upfront bonus? Or are they promising you up to 10% growth per year, all for your retirement income? If not, then you need to come to Trajan Wealth. I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. If you have a plan to retire within the next 10 years, don't wait only to find out it's too late. I've seen hardworking folks like you retire only to be required to go back to work, all because their advisor told them guarantees like these were too good to be true. They're not. That's up to $30,000 upfront or up to $10,000 per year on $100,000, all guaranteed for retirement income. Don't keep working when you're supposed to be retired, and don't let any financial advisor tell you it's too good to be true. Call Trajan today, 813-212-0500. That's 813-212-0500.
Annuities, not advisory products. DBA Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
Hi, I'm Ray from Sun Toyota of